are live, maybe.
Holy crap.
Can we shade that back there?
Nope.
Darn it. All right, hold on a minute. I got an idea. Okay, that will work some for now. We were good until the sun started to set. So for about 10 minutes or so, it's going to be bad. But look, I have this angelic glow.
I'm going to give us all the light we got to try and balance it out. So
we'll be okay. I'm going to take these up for now. So, hey, everybody, let me get the chat pulled up. I don't know if I'll be able to read it because the glare is on the screen. Oh, man.
May just have to pull them up one by one and put them over there and
no, I'm gonna try to get these. Let me pull these up. First, let's say hello to everyone. What's wrong?
I'm trying to see who we're saying hello to.
We're saying hello to everyone at the moment. I'll say individuals as we go down the line.
Oh, okay.
So just hello, everybody. Oh, I didn't drop a video on Friday like I try to do weekly. We just were so busy last week. Let's see.
There
was just a lot going on.
Yeah,
I was planting stuff and
some of it you can't say because then it'll give away other.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
so I mean, we were busy and I didn't get a chance to do a video on Friday. However, we've got a big video coming out this coming probably Friday or Saturday. At the way things are looking right now, since it's already Wednesday, it's probably going to be Saturday.
Well, and you might as well cancel tomorrow night.
What's tomorrow night?
Canes are on.
Yeah, that's it too. Like we're in the Stanley playoffs, and that's eating up time as well. You got to watch that.
I mean, and the other night it was double overtime, and it was like,
and I'm so tired. Okay, so hope everybody's doing well. So happy to see you here. We're glad that you're joining us tonight, and it's literally we have no on-topic subject to discuss. It's going to be all over the place.
Whatever you guys want to talk about.
That's right.
Grab a beverage, and let's begin.
I'm drinking lemon water. Okay, so hey, hi there. Minnie, I'm having a hard time reading it because of the glare. Minnie in Raleigh.
Yep.
So much misinformation out there about driving in Mexico, especially close to the border. Have you ever felt uncomfortable or been in danger driving a U.S. plated car with a roof bag?
Gee, we did that for 2.5 years.
Almost 3 years, actually. Yeah. You know what? Mark typically is the one that does the driving. I've been sort of happy, blissfully ignorant about any potential dangers. We don't like to drive at night because.
No, we don't. I mean, between cities, when we were relocating from, whatever city to whatever city,
right?
That we did so many times, that was automatically, okay, we like to be on the road 7, 8 at the latest. And when we were packing the car, that meant 5 a.m. we were loading the car if it was a full 8-hour day of driving. Try to be done no later than 3 because we want to allow ourselves 2-3 hours because you never know what's going to happen.
Prime example of that is on our way to Puebla.
Oaxaca to Puebla.
The highway was shut down for 3 to 4 hours, and we arrived in a city we didn't know at night.
Yep.
And it was...
and we were doing a loop-de-loop about 3 times, and it kept going, take this exit.
But for those long stretches, to address safety concerns, I always felt like a roof bag made us a moving target. However, we've never been approached by anybody that didn't seem like an official person in some capacity.
Yeah, and even that was a shakedown.
Well, there was a shakedown one time, but that was
by an official person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as feeling like somebody might steal our stuff or or worse. We never really felt that. However, when we crossed the border, we got into Monterrey.
No, when we went across from McAllen into Reynosa, fortunately, we had Ernie and Yami were very gracious enough to escort us across the border.
Okay, so the
and
Ernie,
get us and get Ernie Baca from Retired Life Mexico No Bull and his lovely wife Yami, and got us through customs, thank God, because the guy was not going to let us in. And then Reynosa is not a prime place to be driving through. And Ernie noticed that somebody was tailing him besides us. And, it was like he got heavy footed, and it was like, damn, Ernie, you got a 6-cylinder in there. And our little 4-cylinder in our SUV is weighted down as heavy as it can go. And it was like, slow down, Ernie, slow down. But no, once we got on the carretera, once we got through Reynosa proper, everything was great.
The only other time I could think is when we were driving through Zacatecas, and that's simply because there's nothing on this road.
Well, from Saltillo to Zacatecas,
yeah,
we took the long way around because there have been some incidents on 57D coming down from Monterrey through San Luis Potosí. So we took the long way around and made it to Aguas Calientes for the night. And that was desolate, to say the least.
Pretty, but there's
gorgeous.
Nothing. Gas stations, stores, there's nothing. So it's like one of those things where make sure you got at least a half tank of gas at all times. If you got a moment that you can pull over and fill up, do it. No cell signal. So if anything had happened,
we were SOL.
Yeah. And yes, dead cows and dead horses on the side of the road.
Yep.
Another reason why you just don't drive at night, because these roads are not lit up. You will come up on something. You could find a dead cow on the side of the road and end up hitting it. It can happen. And of course, some of the roads are not in the best shape, so you could hit one of these moon crater potholes. And a tope at 45 mile per hour will tear up your car.
And do not take the same speed onto an exit.
Mm-mm.
The exits in Mexico are notoriously horrible. I mean, they're bad. We have been on some where literally the car has gone up and shifted over from hitting potholes and stuff. So
and dirt.
Yeah.
But safety wise, I never really felt like we were in danger. I did initially feel like we were a moving target, but this is what calmed me down. A lot of people, including Mexicans, would say that you're often not going to be a target simply because
of the U.S. plates.
You got U.S. plates. You're a U.S. citizen, and they don't want to bring that extra heat down on them if something should happen. That is not a golden rule. No. That is not a foolproof promise of anything.
And another thing that we always did, we didn't stop and go inside for lunch or anything like that. When we hit the road, we stop, we get gas. Yeah. One of us stays in the car.
Yep.
One of us goes in. Do you need a water? Do you need a coffee? Do you need, whatever?
The car is never alone.
The car is never alone. And so it's when we drive. It's not if we got to stop and stretch legs, well, okay, the car's still right there.
Yeah. So I think the roof bag is a flag, but they typically aren't going to mess with U.S. plated vehicles in general. So our biggest reason for wanting to get rid of the roof bag was just because we were tired. We would pack up everything we had in this SUV and a roof bag And it was everything we had. And it took hours to do this, the packing, the loading, and then the unloading, the unpacking.
And then it was always stressful.
Yeah.
And then the other part is we weren't always guaranteed that we were going to be close to our door. There have been occasions where it's been, a 3 to 5 minute walk. Well, 3 to 5 minute walk of toting her, computer stuff and everything else. That becomes a 10-minute walk. And especially at the end of the day. And then, oh, that's right. Let's go up all these stairs.
And then it's like 10 or 15 trips of doing that. So safety wise, no, I didn't feel like we were in danger, and we have not been in danger. We did get a shakedown one time near Villa Hermosa.
Yep.
And that was from a police checkpoint that was conveniently located on a 2-lane road around a corner under some shade trees, and they were stopping everybody.
Yep.
So that's the only time
that's why you carry 2 wallets.
Yeah.
One wallet has a credit card, your driver's license, your residency card, and 300-400 pesos, and that's it. And then the other one that has money in it, then that's buried in the suitcase in the back. So,
all right. So I hope that answered your question.
And again, if it's longer than an 8-hour drive, auto motels is the way to go, especially. And then you got to look at them to make sure that it has a physical door.
Let me go show that. Auto motels.
A physical door, not a curtain, because some of them just use a curtain because they're just trying to hide out. Make sure that significant others don't see where they're at. And we get the ones that got the puts the button, door comes down.
So some full disclosure, auto motels are hookup places.
Well, they're also cheap places for people who travel on the road.
Yeah, but this is their primary.
Their primary.
The primary is it's a hookup place for people who are couples and want to be alone with each other, or if you're doing other things and you just got this kink. A lot of Mexicans tend to stay at home and live with their family until they marry. So if they want some privacy, they go to an auto motel.
And even then, sometimes it's still 3 generations under one roof. And it's like, what? We want a little us time. So
exactly. And some of these auto motels will have interesting things in the room. You may find a Kama Sutra chair. You may find a swing, etc.
A pole, a stripper's pole.
A stripper's pole. You never know. But they are clean. At least Mark always looked for the ones on this website that had really high ratings. And every one we've ever stayed in was super clean.
Yep.
I used a black light to check everything, and they were clean, they were comfortable, they were inexpensive, and they had a garage door so we could pull right in
and not have to unpack. I mean,
right.
We would always leave a little go bag, just something, nothing, change of clothes, the shaving kit, the toothbrush, and let's go.
Yeah. So although it was funny at first, I've come to trust that the higher rated ones really are quality locations to stay at. And in fact, the one that was in Monterrey, Kyoto, it's a Japanese themed one. They had a line of people waiting to get into that place to get a room till 3 or 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. I had to get up and go to the bathroom, and I could still see the headlights out through the curtains.
Yeah.
And
that was
went
a trip.
And took a peek, and was like all the way back to the entrance. They were still lined up. So
and it's cool. They value your privacy. There's no sign in. There's no registration. You just pay.
They don't have a clue who you are.
No, you just pay.
Most of them have come down. Like when you first pull in, you will pay them, and they'll tell you the room, or they will tell you the room, and then you just go to the room, and then somebody will show up at the garage while you're there, and you'll pay them.
Get your payment.
Yeah.
And they have little Lazy Susan rotary doors.
Ain't got to get dressed to get dinner.
You can order dinner. They'll bring it to you.
You can order all sorts of other things too.
You can order toys and lubrications and all kinds of stuff, and they will come and deliver it to you. It's an interesting way to stay, but it's a good value for the money. And if you're moving and you've got a lot of stuff in your vehicle, bingo.
Yeah, versus having
Good
to
place.
unload then reload again.
Yeah,
Nope,
yeah,
not
yeah,
even close.
yeah. And hola to Cindy.
Hola, Cindy.
Nice to see you tonight. And of course, Annie Vet. Oh, so fun. And all right. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Jesse.
Go Canes. You know it. You know it. You know, it's so we recently got 3 coffees on Buy Me a Coffee bought by someone from Ottawa. And I feel bad because the Canes are playing in Ottawa right now. And we're like, we can't be nice now.
Well, we can be nice. You know, we just hope you lose. Other than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's Mark and Paulette.
Hola.
Hola. And Tommy. Still waiting for you to come visit us, dude.
He said he was going to come when we got our permanent residency.
Okay,
so.
permanent residency. All right. And did you start already earlier or at 4 Pacific time now? We are keeping, we always try to keep the lives.
7 Eastern.
We always try to keep the lives 6 Central U.S. time. So when daylight savings shifts back and forth in the U.S.,
we go from Central to Mountain time here. And then so it's still 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 Mountain, 4 Pacific.
Yes.
We try to keep it constant, which cuts our prep time a little bit. But, you know, it's like, okay, consistency is the key here.
We're all good. Hola, amigos. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, Arlene. Go Canes.
Where's our Go Canes? Right here?
Well, no.
No, Alfredo. Hey, Alfredo.
Hey, Alfredo.
You jumping ahead? Did I
no,
miss something?
Just this next one was Arlene. So
Okay. And there we go. There's Arlene. And okay, I'm on time.
There
yes,
you go.
You are. You are on time. And Stephanie, how are you doing tonight? Your last message has me wanting to ask questions. The last WhatsApp I got. And in all of your Airbnb stays, did you ever accidentally leave something behind? Oh, yes, we have. Oh, goodness.
We were good.
Nah, we've done it before on a small scale, tiny things. But boy.
But the last one, that was when
Manzanillo was a mess.
That's when we were like, you know, I mean, we left.
We left my egg pan, my copper egg pan that nothing else ever gets cooked in. It got left in there.
And does not get cleaned.
It doesn't get cleaned. It gets wiped out.
No, because we had a when we were on the other side of Querétaro, we had a cleaning lady. She cleaned everything. And when she got in the kitchen, I looked at her and said, "Nunca limpio este." You know, and she just looked at me and and I went, "Yo limpié una vez, nada más." And she just started laughing. I said, solo huevos. And she goes, "Oh,
see, everybody, people know what that means. If you have an egg pan, it is only for eggs. And here in Mexico, for whatever the reason is, eggs want to stick. Unless you want to put a lot of frying oil in there, they want to stick. I don't know why that is.
They're still better anyway if you got a little bacon grease in there anyway.
No, I know that, but that's not the point. So I had this copper egg pan. It was non-stick. It was for eggs only. We left that. I was so upset. I had to order another set.
Stuff on the fridge, stuff in the fridge.
Yeah, I had a frozen pepper mix that took me a long time to make. Left it in the fridge. That I can live with, except it was in one of our really nice snap shut Tupperware containers. So that got left. I had a temperature conversion chart and a volume conversion chart, a magnet, left that on their fridge. And I think I left one of my combs because I still have not found it. I had a rat tail comb and I haven't seen it since we got back. I don't know. We never used to, there's been small things, but that last trip, that was a mess.
Yeah.
And I ended up messaging the hostess and I'm like, okay, we left this and this and this. Please let staff know that they can have it, whatever.
Yeah, because we weren't driving 8 hours back to get it.
No. Mm-mm. And now I have a little egg pan that works really well. So yeah, that happened. And I know we've done it in other places too. We have left things behind.
I mean, we've left like kitchen utensils, like a spatula or something. I mean, I know we've done that. You know,
yeah.
little small items that didn't change the quality of life or anything. So
no. Until it came to my egg pan. Hey, yeah. Dave Mason. Yep. Read that today.
Traffic and his own work.
Yeah, that sucks. They're all getting old, man. Hey, cheeseburger with frijoles. What's up? How are you tonight? Oh, gosh. Appreciate the share. I'll have to explain to my spouse about the auto motel so she is not surprised. Yeah. We kind of knew, but it was still funny.
If you go to the website, you're gonna know. Yeah. I mean, it's
they show you pictures.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to sit there and go, oh, this is what this is for.
Oh, I mean, but I promise you, I really did blacklight everything. I even blacklit the Kama Sutra chair. I blacklit the swing. Yeah, everything was spotless. So no complaints.
No.
It was just funny.
You know, and we did a whole video on it. So
yeah, it was something else. Mostly concerned about carjacking and robberies. I can live with the shakedown. Good tip about 2 wallets. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just get a small little second wallet, and I'm a front pocket wallet guy, and so if you're a back pocket wallet guy, then just get a front pocket wallet, one of the little small ones, stick it in your front pocket, pull it out, and then that way that's all they see. And he was, I knew we were going to pay him, and I'm trying to give him 100, maybe 200 pesos. And he saw blue notes down there and was like, pointing at the 500. I'm like, it's a lot of.
He actually said the word cash.
Yeah, that's the only English word he knew, cash.
I think it's important. You should keep in mind that whenever possible, take the toll roads.
Yes.
Take the toll roads.
Oh, yes.
They tend to have better security. They tend to have better lighting. The roads tend to be in better condition. And you get a receipt, and that receipt is insurance. So if something happens, you get a flat tire or something like that.
The downside of taking the carreteras is it can be a long time between rest areas and gas stations.
Just keep full.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those where we get below a quarter of a tank. We go down a quarter of a tank, a little below 3/4. We start looking ahead, because then it's like, okay, because we don't want to get below half a tank.
And also, I would get if you could stop at an OXXO or another convenience store. OXXOs have them. I'm sure other ones do too, but for sure OXXO has them. You can buy a transponder. The one that we have is called PASE, P-A-S-E, and they will load the amount that you want on it right there at the OXXO until you get to a point somewhere in your journey or days ahead where you could download the app and attempt to replenish.
Or you hit the Yucatan Peninsula and they don't work there.
There's sometimes it won't work. Sometimes you'll get to a toll booth where maybe their internet isn't working.
Yep.
And they can't accept it. But most of them will accept it, and it'll save you from having to have all that extra cash in the car. But do keep extra cash for the tolls.
Yeah. So I mean, if I use Google Maps and I select my route, and then on Google Maps, it'll actually tell me the amount of the tolls by taking this route. It'll come up and say, 1,800 pesos if you take this route in tolls. And so, I may have the dummy wallet with a couple hundred, but I got to have 1,800 pesos in cash hidden someplace that I can access just in case something goes wrong, and
we've had that.
We've had that
where it wouldn't take the transponder and we had to pull some cash together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the transponder is nice because it tells you exactly what you paid. You don't have to fumble around and look for the money. So that's cool to have.
And they really don't appreciate a 500 on a 60 peso toll.
Yeah, you get stink eye.
I got the big. I was like, all right, I got to break this somehow, some way, and so I gave the 500, and the look I got back was like
he got major stink eye, major stink eye. Yeah. Hey, Jenny, nice to see you tonight, honey. Okay, Frank. Hi, Frank. I convinced my wife to watch this week since we're moving to Querétaro in June, and you are informative. Well, thank you. We tried to be. Have you heard of Latitude de Victoria? Oh, yes, we have. It's a community we plan on seeing near Central.
It's a place we tried to stay.
We tried to stay there, and our host canceled on us.
3 weeks before we came to Mexico for the first time, and I'm sorry, we have to cancel your reservation.
Sometimes what happens is they may have a guest who wants to stay longer, and they'll make an arrangement off platform, and they may be earning more money that way, and they just cancel the other reservations. I don't know what really happened and why they canceled on us, but 3 weeks before we crossed into Mexico, that we had a place at Latitude and it got canceled. And we still haven't been over there yet.
But, yeah, we have. We've driven by it all the time.
We drove by it.
I mean, because the
Nutcracker. We drove past it on the night of the Nutcracker.
And traffic there gets pretty hectic. That's one of the parts of Querétaro that the traffic can get pretty bad on, just because you have that shopping mall that's right there. You have an auditorium right down there. You have Centro. And so all that traffic trying to go all these different ways, it can get a little congested there.
But I mean, it looks like a lovely property.
Yeah.
And it's in a nice area.
If memory serves me right, I think there's actually a footbridge that goes up and over the Constituyentes to the mall. So
yeah, cool. Latitude.
And let us know when you get here.
Yeah, we'll add you to the tribe.
Yeah.
We have a tribe going. Hola from Mary and Scott. Yay!
Yay!
Hi, Mary. Can we convince you to come out and do the Ren Fair with us?
No, because what was it they had going on? They had something.
You got something going on, I know. Still, it would be so cool to see you, Mary, dressed up like Maid Marian or something, right? Little ring of flowers in your hair. Scott could be your knight in shining armor. That'd be awesome. And hello, hola from Dallas, Texas. Hi, nice to have you with us tonight. Bienvenidos. Oh, somebody driving by. Hi, Greg. We'll have to adjust here. BC's last time change ever just happened. Wow. I wish the U.S. would do that. I really do. I know. I remember my very first time coming to Mexico. I was in Quintana Roo for a music festival, and we weren't even here 2 days, I don't think it was. And they said that they were changing the time Excuse me, I got a tickle. And that was the last time they ever did it too. Whatever did, they adjusted the time, and that was the last time they did time change.
Yep.
That was nice. I love not having to worry about that. But because I work online,
In the U.S. on
that
their
means
time.
I got to be online working at 6 a.m. right now. So, and remember, if you need to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, just double the number of temperature and add 30. Not an exact science, but it'll put you in the ballpark.
Yep.
Yeah, in the ballpark, except whenever I'm baking.
Yeah. Well,
And then I can't be in the ballpark. I need to be exact.
that's why we
but,
have the
and
chart.
and all those years I worked in the lab, the only numbers that ever stick with me to make sense is my refrigerator should be between 6 and 8 Celsius. Room temperature is about 20 to 22, and body temperature is 37. And the warm incubator for microbiology was 43. Yeah. That's all I remember. Oh, well. See, Annie Vet, Gringos R Us family. Everyone needs to go back to watch Mark and Gina's early auto motel video. It's a must for their initial reactions. Oh gosh,
Especially the second one.
the swing. This, oh God.
Well,
he came out laughing, and I'm like, what?
And we knew right away when you pull in, because there is a bull.
Toro.
Big toro.
Big toro.
And the anatomy was about correct. So we'll just leave it at that. It was like, oh, hello.
Yeah. No, but you came out at the top.
Oh yeah, well, yeah,
laughing, laughing.
And then that's the one where I scared the poor girl to death almost when we ordered dinner.
Yeah.
And she was thinking that she was just gonna put it in Lazy Susan, and we put the money in. And I opened the door and step out.
They're not used to their clientele. I guess interacting with them on a personal level.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny. Anyway, I've been researching cars to buy once I'm down there. Are SUVs a big pain in the butt? Any models seem really common. I see a lot of SUVs.
See a lot of ours. We got a Sorrento.
There's Kias here.
Kias, both the Sportages and the Sorrentos. A lot of CRVs from Honda.
Volvo.
The Nissan. Which one is that? Pathfinder, whatever. But yeah, there's Nissan, Toyota. Mm-hmm. Especially in this area here, because there's a Toyota factory.
Yeah.
Just right across on the state line in Guanajuato. And basically it is Querétaro, because we're only half mile from the state of Guanajuato.
If you were in a place like San Miguel de Allende, where the roads are narrow and street parking is hard, SUVs might be a bit of a problem at times, just for the size for parking. But and a lot of smaller cars will fit into older houses that have small garages. Like when we were in San Luis Potosí this last time, there was no way we were going to get our SUV into their garage.
No.
So
we'd have got it in, and we'd still be sitting there because we couldn't have opened the doors.
So it's going to depend on where you are and what access you need to have. Often what we will see is people will park and they will just pull their mirrors in.
Yeah, I think San Miguel, the centro downtown area of Ajijic, off the Carretera, gets a little snug in there as well.
That road that we parked on to go out to our anniversary dinner was a little snug.
Well, yeah, that was
snug.
That was here in Querétaro.
It just really depends. It just depends on where you are and how much space you are allotted. But there's a lot of SUVs on the road, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends about how much room you need.
Yep. Yep. The exact science. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Greg. 9/5 plus 32.
Yep.
I have a hard time remembering Avogadro's number right now. I really do. Yeah, so I definitely need my little chart, my little cheat sheet chart, because when I'm baking, especially like bread or pastries, it really matters what that temperature is.
Some of them are easy. 400 is 200.
Not even.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. 400 degrees Fahrenheit is 200 degrees. I just got done baking a pizza, baby. I know.
Okay.
I looked at the chart.
Okay.
The chart wouldn't lie to me.
No.
No.
Because it's the chart.
It's the chart.
It's the chart. It's just this magnetic chart. I like it. It's on the fridge, and it will convert milliliters to ounces and grams. And like if I want to, a lot of my recipes are recipes that I brought with me, and so we're using imperial units. And so and a stick of butter in the United States is larger by weight than a stick of butter in Mexico. So I've got a little scale, and I measure everything out on my little scale, and it's really easy. If I'm working with grams, and I'll just say, okay, I need this much in ounces. What is that in
well,
grams?
half a cup of butter is 113 grams.
How the hell do you know that?
Because you asked me the other day when we were trying to figure that out.
Oh, you looked it up. Oh, you looked it
and
up on the chart.
I guessed it was 115. Then I looked on the chart and it was 113. So
Boom. I got my car struck between buildings stuck between buildings in Portugal. Oh my God. Wow. You know what? I'm visioning this, and you know what comes to mind? I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's a Rob Lowe movie from the 80s with Ali Sheedy in it and Julian Sands, and it's called Oxford Blues. And he's got this sports car, and he's going to Oxford University, and he drives between these two old pillars, and he gets his car stuck. Yeah. That's what I think of. I don't know. I really like that movie. It's about as cheesy as an 80s movie can get.
Well,
but there's a lot of rowing. He gets on the rowing team. I like it. It's a thing. I watched it so much when I was a kid, and I don't even like him. My first trip in '93, they still had a VW factory there making original bugs. They weren't exported as they wouldn't have met the more modern safety laws, but 95% of the cars on the road were bugs. I still see a lot of bugs.
A lot of them are still running around here. And there still is a huge VW factory down outside of Pueblo, because we passed that on the way to Cholula and Atlixco.
My dad used to work for Volkswagen, and the factory that he worked at was in New Stanton, Pennsylvania, and they did work on bugs there. But at the time my dad got a job there, they were working on the Gulf.
Yep, but those were the exported ones. The ones that were made here in Mexico weren't allowed to cross the border.
Right. That's smart, Jane. I think I'm going to get us a magnetic chart too. I like it.
Yeah, it's
because it does dry volume measurement and weight, and liquid volume and weight,
temperature, everything.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like it a lot. I rented a brand new convertible Super Beetle and cruised in the sun. Oh man. I'm trying to think right now. Oh, yes, it was. I did one of those convertible rides. My friend in college, her brothers had a convertible bug. And all I remember about riding in the back seat of that thing was that my hair was a matted mess by the time we got to their house. It was a mess.
I can believe
all
that.
Tangled up. Oh, man. Oh, hey, Tom's asking Mary how Doug is. Scott's got an alias. Scott's alias is Doug.
I know. That's why I wonder if he signed in as on his new Mexican cell number on that.
Oh, Oxford Blues is what happened. But on a really steep incline with a hard left turn. Oh no. Oh no. That's the closest time we've come to that here in Mexico was in El Tejar. Remember that? We had we had to pass through those two things
Yes,
on that road.
I know.
Yeah.
No. Coming back from San Miguel de Allende. No, coming back from SLP, and we spent the night here in Querétaro, and we got off in that barrio. We took the road because GPS said turn here, and we turned there, and we ended up in that little itty bitty barrio.
I'm not talking about the hills. I'm talking about
it took us 15. It took me 15 times of doing that to turn around in that because it was.
Yeah, but I'm talking about getting the car stuck.
So am I.
Between physical barriers that wedged in.
Yeah, that was that road.
But what you're talking about was we had a very narrow road. We had to try to get turned around on, and then that hill.
And then we couldn't even get up the hill.
Couldn't get up
which
the
is
hill.
why we had to do the 15-point road turn, was because the hill was so steep and the car was so loaded that the car just went.
Yeah, the car was too heavy for the cobblestone.
Nah, you ain't doing this. You better figure out something else because we had to turn around.
Terry and Lisa in the house. Hi.
Well, we got a lot of Mexican Hero people on here, so
I know. Let's talk about that.
We can make the announcement now that we do have one sponsor.
Is it official?
It is official.
Okay.
That Mariana from Mexico Relocation Guide has signed on to host it again next year. So thank you, Mariana. We appreciate all your support on that.
Yep. And if you don't know, it's in San Luis Potosí next year, the last weekend of February.
Hosted by
the True Travelers in Mexico, and Papa moved to Mexico. Marquette, swing out and take a break. They are working really hard on coming up with an agenda, but letting you know that it is the last weekend in February is going to give you enough time to make plans if you plan on traveling to get there, or if you plan to make some reservations at a hotel or an Airbnb. This is San Luis Potosí. Now, we do have an Airbnb that we have reserved, and it's full. I believe there might be one room left, but I think it could possibly be spoken for. And it's in Centro. We are in walking distance to a lot of things, including just a short walk, maybe 15-minute walk to Jardín de Tequisquiapan. And on the Wednesday before the big event, we're going to have our live from that Airbnb. And we are going to have a get together with the creators who are participating in that Airbnb. Other than that, Paulette and Mark and
Jeff and Sherry
are working on itinerary. They're working on possibly getting some other local businesses involved in the organization and sponsorship of the event. And we just think it's a fabulous city. It's always been really high on our list of favorite cities.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's a great place to have this event. So we're excited about it. So mark it down. Last weekend of February.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving back chat. We almost got stuck going to Bernal.
Yeah.
Oh, that happened to us too. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because we didn't realize that our hotel parking lot was actually just a hole in the ground. I mean, that was it had a it was walled around and had this narrow little opening, and then it drove down into this, and it was not a parking lot by any stretch. So we drove by it, and then we're looking for the hotel, and next thing you know, we end up up on the top of this, and then we hit
on a hill until the road ran
until
out.
the road ran out, and we're in sand and trying to do a 3-point road turn, which became like about a 7 or 8-point road turn.
Yeah.
And then coming back down the hill, we came face to face with a bus
that was coming up the hill.
It was coming up the hill.
And so then we had to back up
and find a place to
yeah.
pull off the side so that the bus could go.
And now, as you can see, the sun is beating on the mirror and hitting me here. So right now I'm like rainbow bright. We are rainbow bright. Look, you got it too.
I know.
Yeah. So we're going to be kind of bright and washed out for just a few minutes until the sun dips down below that window back there, which means it's going to be hard for me to see because right now all I see are spots in my eyes. Going downhill.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of VW bugs, we have hundreds down here, even the buses. They are in mint condition. I've seen the buses too, the microbuses.
Yep.
Often they'll turn those microbuses into things like little coffee cafes and stuff like that. Excuse me. Okay. So let's see. What kind of new stuff have we been doing lately?
Well, some we don't want to talk about yet. But
we're not going to. I planted tomatoes and they're doing well. And, yesterday, excuse me, I go outside to check how they're doing after the transplant into these. I bought these 20-gallon planter bags. They're fabric bags, and they're really good for allowing aeration for the roots. Of course, water will go through them a lot easier, so you do have to watch the water in your soil. But I transplanted the 2 strongest tomato plants that I had. And I go out yesterday morning. This is like day 2.5. And they are both infested with white flies, literally overnight. Well, guess what? Soapy water works. I sprayed the underside of all the leaves with soapy water and then mist on the top. And later that afternoon, hardly any white flies. I also have a dish of water, soapy water, sitting there next to the plant. And I have some neem oil and some of these yellow sticky cards coming in from Amazon that I'll use in the future. But that was yesterday. Today, no white flies at all. Not one. So soapy water.
And then I had chase the ants away.
And then I had chase ants away. Okay, so one of the other things to make a fly trap for the white flies, you use something sticky like petroleum jelly. You can use oil. You can use honey if you want to, or syrup, but that can attract ants and stuff. So I couldn't find petroleum jelly. I know we have some here. I just don't know where it's at. So I used some olive oil. Well, that worked too. It caught some of the white flies in flight as they were scattering. I go out there this morning. I've got ants. I've got ants now in the bag, and I don't want them to establish a colony in this bag. So I find out that I can use cinnamon or chili powder. So I go out there and I discovered the ants were coming after those pieces of cardboard that I had put the olive oil on. They wanted the oil. So I got rid of those, and I went out there and shook some chili powder all over the dirt, and no ants. Organic farming at its finest.
And hopefully the cutter ants don't ever find those plants.
Oh, I know.
We have cutter ants here, and they are non-stop. They have a couple of trees here. They have almost bared 3 or 4
branches.
Full branches.
Yeah, it's true. But they're recovering. They're recovering. And our gardener's pretty good about keeping on the cutter ants when they get bad. So he's been pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they call them boche. The microbuses or the bugs? Boche.
The VW bugs.
Oh, the bugs. VW bugs. Boche. Okay, cool. All right. Question for you, Mark. Are you getting ready for the NFL draft? You're not? Why?
Draft starts same time the Canes drop puck tomorrow. I mean, one is a crapshoot and the other is must watch TV.
I didn't realize the draft was in Pittsburgh this year. And I just keep seeing Facebook posts after posts of all these people laughing about what it's like to drive in Pittsburgh. And if you're coming for the draft, like their posts are either, if you're going to be here for the NFL draft, this is a must-see thing. Look, I'm rainbow now. This is a must-see thing. Or if you're going to be here for the NFL draft, this is how you drive on these bridges, or this is how you drive on this road. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'll be on my phone paying attention to, what happens at draft 19, but it is totally such a crapshoot because, what you think is, I mean, it worked well for us last year. Treador McMillan was perfect. So, we're happy with that. But
that doesn't work.
That just blew me out on the thing.
I was trying to find some shade.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
I do too. It's called Wait for the Sun to Go Down. But no, I mean, other than, Mendoza going 1 for the Raiders, the rest of it's going to be, we'll see. Bunch of young men getting very rich very quickly. And what are you doing?
I'm going to shade us, and it will work. Hello. It puts a stick in the middle of the camera, but
Oh, well.
it works for a while, for a little while anyway.
Yeah, until your arm gets sore, and then you're going to be like,
It'll go away pretty soon. Oh wait, I got to switch arms. we got some chats. I'm doing stuff on the fly here. There we go. Oh, not boche, it's bocho. Bocho. Ah, okay. Thank you, Dawn. No, they call them boche here. Okay, well, there's probably variations on that word. It's been known to happen that there'll be a couple different ways of saying things. It's kind of like Alberca and
well, no.
Piscina.
That's Arlene calling it Boche, and it's Vocho. Go down two more.
Vo or B?
V.
Oh, Vocho. Well, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We're learning new words tonight. Okay. Got it. That's right. I call them Boche. It's your own personal language.
All
you
right.
can call it whatever you want. The Pennsylvania deer have basically decimated all the trees, bushes, plants, and flowers on my property. Should I send them down?
Only if they got a passport.
Oh,
Well, can't get across the border without that.
those deer. Wait, we're jumping around and I'm trying to, there we go. In Mexico City is Vocho. See, and I believe that. We just had a discussion this weekend about the difference in linguistics across Mexico and even in levels of vulgarity. We found that people in Veracruz love to use some bad language. It happens. Just depends on where you are.
And they like sharing it.
Yes, they do. And teaching it.
Yes.
Oh, hola, gringos. Hey there. Welcome. Doug in Hong Kong. Love watching all your content. Have you ever considered exploring any other locations? Asia, perhaps. Keep up the great work. We actually have not as far as living there. Now, maybe taking a trip to visit a place we haven't been to, it's not off the table. We just always wanted to just remain in Mexico to live. It's close to family in the U.S. and it's an easy flight to get back to the U.S. if we need to. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's proximity wise, it's easy. The fact that it is Spanish, but it still uses the same alphabet, so that makes it easier for us to be able to sometimes decipher words that we don't know.
Yep.
We would be so lost in any of the Asian markets that it would be like, oh.
But he's got family. His cousin lives in Shenzhen.
Yep,
China.
Shenzhen, China, and she loves it. I mean, she re-upped there and everything else, so it works for Jen very well, and
good.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, wait. Oh, remember, Arlene speaks Argentina Spanish. Vos, right, Arlene? Oh, yeah.
I think Arlene's got a touch of all the different Spanishes going on.
Well, so does Tom.
Well, yeah.
To be fair.
No. I get that. But she grew up, a little bit of Puerto Rican, a little bit of a lot of Argentinian.
We good yet? Oh my God, no.
And then let's toss in a little bit of Italiano, and then let's give it some New York as well, just for the attitude.
Trying to decide where this should be. Right there. That's where it should be. Uh-oh. ¿Por qué te pasa, nene?
Pero que.
Pero que te pasa, nene. Okay, but I don't know what that means. So you'll have to explain what that means, Arlene.
Well, if you can.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't think there's anything in there that's bad.
I didn't think so either. Anyway.
But then again, as soon as we start assuming anything that we know is when we get in trouble. Spanish-wise.
I'm not assuming anything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So let's see. We have no major trips coming up for a while. We have a 4-day weekend with our friends Vicky and Mark in Mexico City to go see Rush and to do some sightseeing.
Ski-skiapen.
And we're going to,
in 3 weeks.
We're not
from Saturday to the Ren Fair.
That's not there.
Well, okay, it's
It's
right outside of Skiapen. Ezequiel Montes.
It's closer to that. Yeah. So we're going to go to the Ren Fair in 3 weeks. We are dressing up. Mark is going as my rogue pirate under duress. And I am going to dress up as a green fairy witch kind of thing. Yeah. And so we're going to do that. I don't know if they do the turkey legs at the Mexican Ren Fairs, but I can't see why they wouldn't. But I'm looking forward to it. The only thing is I'm used to going to Ren Fairs, and I'm used to using some antiquated phrases to communicate with people in English, not so much in Spanish. So the only thing I know how to say is así es. Así es. I haven't practiced. I have a whole list of dialogue that I should be practicing, and I haven't. But anyway, it's still going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
¿A dónde compré tu cerveza? Where did you buy your beer? That's
it. Mead. They're going to sell mead. We're having mead. Cerveza. And then of course we have the 4-day weekend in Mexico City to go see Rush, and we're going to go sightseeing. But it's also the week of World Cup, so that could be a little crazy.
Not a little. It's going to be a lot crazy.
Yeah. And then I don't think we have another thing happening.
until October,
Yeah.
and when we go to the beach.
Beach trip in the U.S. in October. That's it.
Yeah.
But in between all that time, we are going to be busy because we're working on that permanent residency.
yes.
And yeah. And
Yeah, I mean,
figuring
literally,
out the car.
when we get back from the beach trip, it'll be time to.
Nope, not yet.
Nope, not yet. That's why I stuck my head out over here. It was like, no,
Not yet.
When we get back from the beach trip, it will be time for us to go. All right, let's now go do our permanent residency and get that taken care of, and then then we have to figure in when we're going to take the car and when Tommy's coming down, and
Yep.
So
yep. Okay, so here's the answer. Nene is a boy, especially in Puerto Rican Spanish. Interesting.
sort of like Nino, except Nene.
My dad's middle name is Neen, Neen. I don't even think that's a word in English. My great grandma, who was Belgian, French Belgian, told me that it meant little bird. I don't know if that's true or not.
Could be Flemish.
It could be, but she spoke French. But that doesn't mean that the word isn't Flemish. I don't. You're right.
That it could be a Flemish name in the family somewhere. That
potentially. Yep. That's what it means in Argentinian. Okay. Puerto Rican and Argentinian. Eso sí que es. See, guys, if you haven't seen the video, there was a viral video going around on social media of two. What?
You want me to hold it for a
No,
while?
we're good. Let me start over. There was a viral video on social media. It had two cats talking to each other. And one of them basically says something, if you spell the word for socks, it sounds like you're speaking Spanish. And I'm like, what do you mean? S-O-C-K-S. S-O-C-K-S. And then they're both going, S-O-C-K-S. That's it. Oh, so funny. Let's see. Are you guys driving to MC or taking the bus? We are doing the bus. Primera Plus. We will never drive in Mexico City.
No.
It's like never drive again in Guadalajara kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean the last time we went to Mexico City to go see Steve Hackett, we were an hour and a half into the bus trip, and we were still in Mexico City. And
oh yeah, that was a trip, man.
And we had the same bus driver drive us down and drive us back, and you knew when the stress level was hitting because here would come, Stairway to Heaven, because he had his little, I don't know if it was a CD or he had a mix on Spotify, a playlist or something. But when traffic started getting bad, it was, yep, here comes Stairway to Heaven. And when it was really bad, you'd hear it twice.
Yeah.
I mean,
or 3 times.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, and then the song after that was, oh God,
Savage Love.
Oh
no, that was like 2 or 3 later.
Whatever, it was bad.
It was a bad song. It was a disco song called Savage Love. It was bad. Oh. And he would play that too. Like, oh my gosh, this guy, so funny. When you get your permanent residency, are you going to continue renting, or are you going to buy a house in Mexico? Definitely renting for a while at least, mostly because we're not going to have enough money saved up to buy a house yet. It'll probably take a couple years before there's enough money in the bank to bank it to buy a house outright. And we don't want to deal with possibility of even a partial mortgage. The interest rates are pretty bad here in general. So you okay there?
Not pretty. My hat's crooked.
Can't have a crooked hat.
No.
So we will be renting, and then maybe after a couple of years, we should have some money banked and might want to consider buying something or having something built. Yes. You can seriously buy a ticket to World Cup and book hotels here in the U.S. because everyone is afraid to come. Ask
Well,
friends of mine when their German friend was coming to visit. They are too afraid.
and then you have for the final the state of New Jersey charging $150 round trip for the bus, or not the bus, the train from New York City to MetLife Stadium, and it's like it's a $15 ticket. So there's some things they have got here in Mexico City. I know that recently they just got done releasing, I think it was 800 hotel rooms.
Yeah, they did let some of the reservations go.
And we saw some of the hotel rooms were just
Are we good yet?
not yet.
Okay.
We're getting closer.
Okay.
Some of the hotel rooms were stupid expensive. I mean,
They
we're
were
talking
bad.
25,000 pesos a night. And we were like, I've seen Rush. I'm not paying 25,000 pesos for a hotel room.
No, we ended up with something in Centro.
Yeah.
We're going to have to take a taxi or an Uber over to the venue for the concert. But we were like, well, we're actually going to be at the concert for one night. We might as well just be centrally located to go do sightseeing otherwise. So it made sense.
Yeah. Because the venue that we're going to is not that far away from the soccer venue, and so that was getting pretty stupid.
Yeah, they were going to, is it GNP? I can't remember now. Anyway,
what?
For Rush.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember.
I know that the World Cup's being at Estadio Azteca.
Stephanie, I didn't mean to be cryptic. I'm a commercial insurance agent for hospitality-related businesses, including dispensaries. Oh, it's cool. I just thought it was like, oh, what's up with that? We need to talk. Okay. Tom. Yes, I've been getting notices from the ticket vendor from our Chivas game showing available ticks. Okay, cool. We enjoyed our bus trip to the meetup. I really like Primera Plus. We have not tried ATN, so don't know what they're like. They're rated pretty high too.
Oh, I mean, when we hit the Observatorio Estación de Autobús in Mexico City, it was, Primera Plus.
I think we're good enough.
Yeah, I think we're finally below. Primera Plus had, I think, 2 spots. And there were, countless other bus companies.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's one of those where, okay, we know that they're big here in Querétaro, and at Observatorio they only have a couple of spots they run out of that particular bus stop. But
the cool thing about ETN is that they have a row of just a single seat. So if you're traveling alone and you don't want to have to sit right next to somebody, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, if you just buy early enough, you just get the front seats, and with us being 2 of us, plenty of room to stick everything right there. And
yeah, they're very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then if you've got a driver who likes to rock out,
yeah, just bring something to wear because they're normally a little chilly.
That is true.
It's like getting on an airplane.
In that traffic situation with the bus,
yeah,
I'd say it's better than hearing Highway to Hell. We're on a highway to hell. Oh, it was funny. I couldn't figure out at first where the music was coming from, but we were right up in the front, and we realized it was him. And the thing is it was the same driver on the way back to Querétaro. And it was the same mixtape or CD or playlist or whatever it is, his Spotify, don't know. But it was to the point where I didn't even care anymore. I just started singing along.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. And as we wind on down the road, I don't know what it is. He was in traffic, and here comes
Stairway to
Stairway
Heaven.
to Heaven. So, guys, here you go. When you have the money, contact Building a Live in Mexico. Building a Live. They build custom houses here in Mexico. Okay, cool.
Good info to have. Thank
Yes.
you.
I'm going to write it down. Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is being in all the different Airbnbs that we've been in, I actually have a photo album that I took pictures of things that I liked. So it's things I like in these houses. And if I liked the type of hot water heater they had, I took a picture of it. If I liked the type of tile they were using, I took a picture of it. So, if we don't find something down the road eventually that meets all the requirements of things that we really want, and we do a custom build somewhere, I've got this list. I want this and this and this. Yep. What do you think of that?
Give me a place I can sit outside and have my cigar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, ATNA are great luxury buses. Yeah. And if you're a solo traveler, that single row of seats on the one side, that is gold. Because I'm kind of like, I don't want to sit next to a stranger if I don't have to, like it's just me. It's just me, my introverted me. I'm just going to I do that on the airplane, man. I got my speakers on, my sunglasses on. I got the window seat, my shoulders out like this, and I ain't talking to nobody. So,
including me.
It's not necessary.
No, I know, but normally
when it's the two of us. When I traveled alone, to have that single row of seats, that's gold. I love that. It is the first class of first class buses in Mexico. Wouldn't travel with another company if possible. Well, I mean, we do like Primera Plus.
Yeah.
And the prices were about the same.
Yeah.
So,
I think the biggest thing here, if you're originating in Querétaro, Primera Plus dominates the Central Sur bus station, and it's exact opposite of being in Observatorio in Mexico City. Observatorio, ETN had row upon row upon row upon row of buses.
And there was another company
and Blue Arrow, and I mean, there were all sorts of them down there. Because I mean, literally walking into Observatorio was like walking into an airport. I mean, it's
and that's probably the smaller of the bus stations they have.
It's one of the 3 largest in the city, but
I mean, they've got the airport, they've got the north one,
and the weird part was pulling into Santa Fe at the mall, and and half the bus gets off at the mall in Santa Fe.
That's the business center for a lot of people in Mexico, so
it's also one of the ritzier neighborhoods. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sloppy Joe.
Hey, Mark.
How is Wyoming?
Yeah. How's Gillette? The 3rd biggest city in all of Wyoming with 34,000 people.
Oh, wow. So far, we have 9 confirmed channels attending Mextranjero, including you. Yay!
All right.
So that's great. And it's early.
Yeah.
It's early. So this is great. If we all promote this and we share that it's, being sponsored, that we share sponsors' names now, and we just keep promoting it. The location, I love the graphic with the San Luis Potosi skyline. It's really nice. Yeah.
KJ and Craig again, doing their little behind the scenes touches and putting the Mextranjero 2027 graphic together. And we all got on a Zoom call or WhatsApp call, and showing us all, and it was all of us were like, no, that one,
that was nice.
That one,
yeah, it's very nice. This is going to be good. I'm excited about it. I really am. So,
and the good thing about that's going to be, is, we're still basically 10 and a half months out from it occurring. So
Yep.
hopefully we can surpass last year's channel number and get even more there, and it'll be awesome again.
Let's see. Yeah, a single seat. That's right, Annie. See, when you're traveling alone, that single seat is gold. It really is.
Yeah.
And it's nice. Even when I'm on a plane, if I was traveling alone and it was a 3-seat plane,
Oh, and one of the bombardiers.
yes, I take the single every time. When Tom was in the witness protection program, they only put him on the best buses. Of course. You have to blend in.
Your tax dollars at work.
Oh man. Okay, question. Do you have any info on what Jordan and also Maddie from Tangerine Travels are doing and where they are now? Maddie,
I saw her was back in the States.
Well, she was. I have not seen any activity or seen anything recent about Maddie in probably at least 6 months.
And that channel is Maddie Gold.
Yeah, I would say the last time I heard anything coming from Maddie was probably about 6 months after she said she was moving back to, I think it was Arizona.
Yep, back to the Phoenix area.
I haven't seen any activity from her at all, and we weren't in touch in any way, really. Now, Jordan, I have checked in on Jordan on Tangerine Travels channel. Jordan hasn't put any videos out on Tangerine Travels in quite some time. Mai has been sharing photos occasionally on Facebook, but she's been very protective in keeping the baby's face.
And for those of you who don't know,
hidden.
Mai is Jordan's wife.
Yes.
They got married and have a child now.
But she's very protective of privacy with regard to their child. Jordan stopped working on Tangerine Travels material and switched over to
A financial channel.
I do not know the name of that channel. He was, I guess in many ways, he was very clever about how he did this. He did not want to share the name and identity of the channel on Tangerine Travels because he wanted the channel to organically grow only with people who were interested specifically in that topic. He didn't want crossbleed from the travel niche coming in on the finance niche because it affects the algorithms probably in a negative way. YouTube would not push it out to the right audience if it was getting multiple niches interested in a video. So he never shared that information exactly on Tangerine Travels. He only merely stated that, one, he was going that direction, and two, he didn't want that cross niche activity happening. And so I don't look at finance channels. I have no idea what his channel's called now.
All I know is we had the viewership and everything and subscriber count that Tangerine Travels had. I'd damn sure be making a video once every 6 months because that evergreen content, because if he doesn't put anything out in 6 months.
But he hasn't.
I know. I'm just making the comment because the evergreen content, it may not be a lot of money, but it's money. And, they were getting the clicks, the views, and everything else. I wouldn't want to just walk away and let that rot on the vine because after 6 months, YouTube pulls your monetization.
Let's explain that a little better. Unless things have changed, once you become monetized, you must put something out new at least once every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not, they remove your monetization and you have to start again. And unless that has changed, that's how it has been. Tangerine Travels was getting a lot of views even when they weren't putting out active content. So by him not putting out a video at least once every 6 months, he has basically effectively shut down their monetization on that channel. I think it's abandoned. I don't think he's ever going back to it. And whatever's happening, him as a creator and Mai as I believe she was a physical therapist.
Yep.
I know he would do investments, and it's why he wanted to go that direction with his channel. I can only hope and assume that he's doing well with it, or he's invested wisely, because I don't know what else he would be doing in Mexico. And with Mai having the baby at home, she's probably not working. So I don't know.
Oh, I know that there was a big check that was written between the two of them for,
Yeah, he paid her 6 figures.
Yeah, to retain the name and then to walk away from it. I'm sitting here going, dude, I'd at least stuck it out long enough to get my return on my investment.
I guess so. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why when Country Collectors was quiet for a while, not too terribly long after Heidi and Adam had separated, Adam didn't put content out very often, but he always had something out at least once every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to keep the channel monetized. So I'm sorry, we really don't know what's happened to Maddie since she moved back to the US. And we don't know what's happened to Jordan since he shifted gears and started his financial channel, because I don't know what his financial channel is. The algorithm doesn't even give it to me. Oh, is it coming up? Oh, somebody knows. Always somebody on here knows.
You guys are always.
You always know. Yes.
Y'all keep us in the know.
Let's see. Okay, Gillette snowing one day, 70 the next. Wow. And everyone is warning me about the baseball-sized summer hailstorms. I miss Zakia.
I mean, I read the Walt Longmire books that are about a fictitious county there in northeast Wyoming, and yeah, talking about the weather, they're constantly just like, epic snowstorms in April, and it's like, no, thank you, no.
All right. So Maddie is living in Arizona. We tried to meet up with her in October, but the timing just didn't work out. Okay. I mean, and she did have a career before they did this Mexico YouTube thing, so I'm sure that she's back to doing that. And Jordan's channel is called Mining Stock Monkey. Now, that is an interesting name.
No comment.
I might actually go check it out and just look and see. I mean, look, him and somebody's doing something right. If he has let Tangerine Travels go down to 0 monetization, then he must be making money on this, or he's invested very wisely.
Yeah.
I mean, either or, maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be for real. Tangerine Travels made a boatload of money. I mean, a boatload, because they got in, they were in the right place at the right time. Everybody was stuck at home in COVID, and they were cranking out content down here in Mexico. And, they were, I remember checking out, they drop a video, and within 24 hours, 130,000, 150,000 views in the first 24 hours. And you're sitting there just going, huh? And then their other videos were just cranking right along. So, I mean, their evergreen payments were sweet. So, there was some serious coinage being made, which is not the case anymore. But, I mean, there are some people out there who are getting rich off of YouTube, but
Mr. Beast.
We ain't one of them.
No. Our monetization The last check we got was $150. So that's $150 for all of last month. And last year, as I was doing the taxes, the amount that we earned off of YouTube for all of last year was around $1,700. So no, we're not rolling in the money here. That doesn't even pay rent.
But then when they would do the lives, I mean, especially Maddie, I'm not Maddie, but
no.
Heidi and Adam.
Heidi and Adam would do them.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. We'd sit there and watch an hour of it, and I'd sit there with a calculator, and just go 25, 50, 100. Somebody's giving 250, and
Right.
it was 4 figures in 1 hour. And we're just like, damn.
But
of course, the problem is they only get half of that.
Yeah, whenever people give you super thanks during a live stream, only half of that actually goes to the YouTube channel creators. The rest of that is YouTube.
Yep.
That's why we never push for that. Somebody one time sent us $100.
Yep.
And I had a pit in my stomach. I was like, oh, if they only knew that we're only going to see about $50 of that, how awful. I feel bad. They think they're helping us out when they're actually paying YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, that was
that's why we never put up, we don't push for those super thanks. We don't do any of that. If people want to buy us a coffee or a beer or a taco or whatever, we use Buy Me a Coffee. Most of it, I forget what the percentage is, but it's most of it.
It's over 90%.
It comes to us, and then PayPal Me, all of it comes to us. So,
and if you really want to buy us a beer, just come on down to Querétaro and get together with one of the tribes.
Exactly.
And bring a 6-pack, and we're good.
That's what parties are like here. We tell everybody, bring what you want to drink, show up.
and then our payoff on that is everybody ends up normally leaving their beer here, and I end up with a refrigerator full of beer. So it's like, okay.
So what's Tom? What are you talking about now? It breaks my heart to see people kidnapped and thrown in countries, and they have committed no crimes. There is a Colombian man in camp somewhere in Africa now. He doesn't speak the language. Okay, that sucks.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on.
The whole world is messed up right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crap going on in the world. Let's
be for real. The shooting that just occurred here in Mexico.
Oh my gosh. From the top of a pyramid. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they find the perpetrator commit suicide, and then they find amongst his effects, he's got handwritten manifestos and stuff about
I wondered if he had
Columbine and all of this, and so it's like,
where was this guy from that he's writing about Columbine?
He's a Mexican.
What the hell?
He
probably wasn't even old enough to have lived during Columbine.
He was, I think, 27, 28. So no, he wouldn't have been alive.
He wasn't even alive.
It's one of those you just sit here and go, folks, when did we start losing touch with humanity?
When we became isolated.
That's just
the lack of social interaction.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, social media,
poor mental health care,
video games that just glorify blowing people up, and okay, it's just there's a lot of different things.
Paulette asked me this same question last time I wore it. I got it on Shine, and I will say that I would order one size smaller than the measurements say that you need. Maybe. Just it depends on your measurements. My problem is that my hips are one size and my shoulders are kind of narrow, and my shirt is actually the next smaller size. But I'm always worried if the shirt hangs down around my hips,
Is it going to bunch
is
up?
it going to bunch up or is it going to fit my hips? And so I often find myself very baggy through the shoulders. But this did shrink a little wee bit in the wash, although I still feel it's a little big. So for me,
Well, that's because I washed everything in cold water.
no, it doesn't matter.
I know,
but you dry it in the dryer and
I know.
and it shrinks there. So it did shrink a little bit, but I still feel like maybe I should have got one size smaller. But I did use my actual tape measurements and got it through Shine. And they have all kinds, and they got a lot of boho styles in Shine.
And for those of you channels who are on here who are going to be going to Mexico Hero 2027, if you are looking for a table covering that is custom done, Shine does them at a very, very reasonable price.
How do you know this?
Because I've been looking.
Oh.
I think I just made that up.
I don't think I want to get it from Shine.
I didn't say that we were getting ours from Shine. I just said that if you're looking for one that's very affordable, they have them there.
I would also say that if you're looking for a very affordable table covering, you can get them right here in Mexico. They're also very affordable. So
I'm just throwing it out there. If you're placing a Shine order and you want to get dressing for the table for next year, boom. Just,
Yeah. I will say, Paulette, I do like the clothes variety and options on Shine better than Temu. So that's saying something there. Effectively, we are living crazy, insane times across the world right now. Yeah.
Best part is
it's true.
There's less, we see less of it here in Mexico.
That is also true.
I mean, one of the things that still excites us about living here is the whole sense of family and the sense of security. We can go into Centro. We're not worried about something going on. It could happen anywhere. And even if you're on your best behavior and aware of all the surroundings and everything else, you may not be able to protect yourself because you could just happen to be the wrong place, wrong time. But, it is one of those things that down here, we really don't put our heads on swivels as far as, somebody's pulling a gun out. So that's a comforting feeling still down here.
Until it happened on top of a temple. It was a very unusual thing for that to happen.
Very. I mean, in all of our time down here, that's the first time they've had anything like that.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the only place a citizen can register and purchase a gun, I think, is in Mexico City.
Well, that's where the only gun shop is. Yes,
it's not easy to get a gun shop.
And they're both run by the military, and you got to go through all sorts of
it is not easy to get a gun here, unless, of course, you're getting an illegal gun, which we know cartels do have. But it's an unusual situation to have a story like that. I first heard it was another Canadian who did it. Then I heard it was a German person who did it. And then Mark came back and told me that the story came out that it was a Mexican who did it. So, it just goes to show you people immediately jump to conclusion. And these are news reports that I'm reading. And they immediately identify it as someone of European descent, basically, in some way, fired down on these tourists.
And he could have been of Spanish descent. I mean, here in Mexico. So, but we don't know all of that. And, again, but
you just don't expect it here. You just don't expect it here. That's all. It's an unusual situation, and it's a sad one.
Very much so.
Custom table cover infomercial. But wait, There's more.
Hold on, I'd have to do it in a British accent because it seems like all those guys.
Or are they Australian?
I don't know.
We don't know.
You know,
About what?
unless it's Ron Popeil.
Oh yeah.
You know, boutonniere and what was the fishing one?
Pocket fisherman.
Pocket fisherman. Vegematic.
Quit it. Wait, set it and forget it.
I thought you were going to go hit it and quit it.
No, set it and forget it.
I don't think that originated with Ron Popeil. I think
it was
that's
the Ronco rotisserie
Yep.
chicken something. Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Oh my! And then he did the fiber, the hair fiber spray. Oh gosh, so funny. Look, your hips don't lie.
See?
Exactly. So recently I bought a sewing machine. I had left my sewing machine in the U.S. during an estate sale because there was no place to put it.
And I'd have put my foot down and gone,
Yeah.
Hold on. There are a lot of things that are more important coming down here than a sewing machine.
It's true.
I mean,
so I recently bought a new sewing machine because often what I have to do because of this sizing issue of being one size bigger on the hips is I have to do some alterations through my shoulders. Sometimes in through here as well, through here, so that the shirts aren't so big on me. I got shine on you, crazy diamond in my brain. Oh yeah.
One of their best songs.
Yep.
Actually, one of their best albums. Wish You Were Here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's, Have a Cigar.
I love Have a Cigar.
I mean,
that bass line rolling in on that song. Oh, I love it. The only entity authorized to sell weapons is the Secretary of National Defense, and they are very strict.
Very.
Right? It's really hard to get them.
And that's why there is this activity that goes on illegally between Mexico supplying drugs to the U.S. and the U.S. is paying for them in weapons, supplying the cartel with weapons. And, it's a demand on both sides of the border. One side wants the drugs and the other wants the weapons.
But to have a citizen of Mexico with a weapon who is suicidal and kills people first, that's virtually unheard of.
No. And you know what?
That you might hear about that in the U.S. any given month, but not here.
Any given week.
Well, sometimes, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of reading when I do read the news of, these family annihilators who kill the spouse, the children, and then turn the gun on themselves. You know what? Go shoot yourself.
Oh, they killed the children.
I mean, that one in Shreveport, 8 children dead. Like somebody saved the taxpayers the cost of a trial.
Oh Lord, look, did I create a monster, Mark?
What?
Mark with a C. Paulette is on Shine while watching the live. She calls this multitasking.
Hey.
Oh, that's funny.
That's nothing wrong with that.
And I'm going to say this too. I also ordered blue jeans on Shine, and I typically do not do that either. And I ordered the size that I measure for, and I probably should have also ordered one size down because they have a little bit of stretch in them. But boy, they are cute.
They are.
They are really cute jeans, both pairs. They are just adorable. So I'm probably going to be hauling them up to that sewing machine and taking them in about a half inch or an inch on each leg. Just saying. I love having my sewing machine. First thing I did was fix a shirt of his that he hasn't worn in over a year.
Well, because if I raised my arm, there was a hole there.
Yep, I fixed it on my sewing machine. I'm not a seamstress, but I used to make Halloween costumes and do simple, alterations. And I once made a 1980s prom gown for our youngest daughter so that she could wear it during her performance in Footloose at school. And the 80s prom gown pattern, I had ordered it on eBay or something, and I had to size it up like 6 or 7 or 8 sizes. Uh, so I had muslin and all that other junk, and I made one of those duct tape and t-shirt body forms and filled it with polyfill and used that, and I got the thing made. Got it made.
Yep. That wasn't coming either.
No, little. What do we call it? Lexi two, other Lexi.
Little Lexi.
Little Lexi didn't come with us. It went in the garbage. Oh goodness. How about Costco Mexico? Are the clothes inexpensive and quality? The clothes are good quality. I have looked, and I would consider them Costco level expense. They're not expensive. Costco always charges.
I don't know. We really haven't bought clothing in Costco because
No, but I looked.
I know, but because we were so tight in the packing and everything that if you bought something, something had to go.
Something had to go.
So it was
Yeah.
like, we did 20 cities around Mexico, and we have very, very, very few mementos from these cities
Yeah.
because it was like
You buy that.
you buy it, what you're going to get rid of. So that was
Yeah, that happened. So if I bought new shirts or something, I had to basically get rid of some stuff. And I actually did downsize the amount of clothes that I brought with us by almost 50% eventually. And then we added to it. So that happens. Shine's clothes don't like me. They aren't very durable. That's why they're so cheap. Oh, they are cheap. No, don't mistake in that. This is going to be okay. This type of shirt. It's just a typical t-shirt material, and it's got a. I want to say this right here. This piece is kind of like made out of sari material. It's a little silky polyester kind of thing. I don't like the knit. So a lot of their skirts and things like that are probably knit. I always pay very close attention to the comments and if it details what the material is made out of. Otherwise, I'm okay with it. Most of the shirts I've gotten have been okay. I do have some sweaters that I bought from Temu. They're really cute and I do like them, but they snag on anything I run into. Everything I run into, they snag on them. And then that messes them up a little bit. So there's that. I don't like the knit pants. Don't like them at all. They're very thin. They're not flattering. So I stay away from those. But the blue jeans are okay.
I mean, my Hawaiian shirts I get from Rayora,
Yeah.
true to size, $20, $25 a shirt. They got some really interesting shirts that, you can express yourself. And then there's times that I've been vetoed where, no, you're not getting that shirt.
Depends on what it says.
Aye.
Oh, yes. Costco does sell Levi's. I've seen Carhartt in there too. So they do have good quality names and the prices are comparable, I think, to what you would find at a Costco in the US, which does make them less expensive than maybe buying them at Liverpool or something like that.
I think the most shopping you've done clothes wise in a store here in Mexico has been in Suburbia.
Yeah.
And here in because there's only a limited number. I think there's 19 or 20 Costco's throughout Mexico. I know somebody's going to go in there and tell me it's 26, whatever the number is, but I mean, it's versus 100 and some odd.
Yeah, it's not like there's one in every major
Sam's
town.
Club. But here in Querétaro, for the size city it is, there's one. There used to be two. They closed one. The one up by Hurriquilla, they closed. Now it's just the one that's on the north side of
Really?
Querétaro between them. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And so just that one, and it is slammed.
Yeah.
I mean, slammed.
Yeah.
The second one, they just broke ground on, and it's not far from where we're at right here. So
Look, Costco for me means that I get to buy the little snack slices of Nordic salmon that have pepper or dill on the outside of them, and they come with a little mustard dill sauce packet. Oh my gosh, so good.
well, we found corned beef there.
We did once, yeah.
Once in SLP, and it was like, and it's good corned beef, already sliced and everything else. That wasn't exactly affordable, but
But it was nice to have it.
no, it was.
We ordered all the spices, and we have everything we need now in stock to make our own corned beef if we ever want to.
Now I just got to go find us the right brisket.
Yeah. The clothing quality in Costco is
agree.
the same as the US. Yeah. And and as far as brisket, like I now, thanks to Cesar, our friend, I now make my own sausage here in Mexico. If I want country sausage, especially if I want country sausage and I want to make sausage and biscuits, and I can make Italian sausage, I just get the ground pork from the carniceria and I add my spices and I'm done.
Yep.
I've got packets of it in the freezer right now. Yum, 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 yum.
Yep.
Yes, Temu is worse. I agree. I definitely decided that if I do buy clothes, it will be through Shine. Temu's sizing is whack. I mean, Temu's got me wearing a 4X, 5X, whatever. Shine is a little more closer to standard US and Mexico sizing, maybe a size up, possibly. But then I'm saying that, and at the same time, I'm like, I should have ordered a size down. But they're closer. They're a little more accurate, I believe, in sizing. And I think the quality of their clothing, mostly better quality, for sure, more attractive. For me, anyway, for the styles that I like. I think they're nicer. But
I just buy mine off of Amazon US and pick it up when we make a run to the border and bring it home with me.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to just go to the mall and just find something in my size, but that's difficult. It's not like you can walk into a mall here in Mexico and find a place called Lane Bryant or
God knows that there's enough body type here in Mexico.
I know that really befuddles me.
I mean,
because I'll go into Suburbia and Suburbia will have some things that fit me nicely, but the selection is extremely limited and I don't like a lot of the styles. So I can get some things once in a while when I really need just a nicer looking dress shirt. I have yet to buy a pair of pants anywhere in Mexico. That hasn't happened yet. Mostly it's just been shirts and maybe some dresses. But it's difficult. And I don't quite understand why that is because, look, I'm overweight, yes, but I am not like that much bigger than some of the larger women I've seen. So I don't know where they're getting their clothes. I don't know. So until I figure it out, it's Suburbia or something else online.
There's definitely not the amount of body sensitivity in Mexico that there is in the US.
Well, so maybe that's on me and I don't think I look nice in them. So I just don't want them.
I'm just saying, I mean, because we have seen, a lot of people in body styles wearing some stuff and it's like, whatever.
Yeah. So I love Costco fashion. We have bought clothes in the States and Mexico. It's same quality, same prices. It's just in pesos. I wouldn't call it cheap, but you pay for great quality. Yeah, I agree. And yes, that Nordic salmon, oh my, my. I mean, sometimes for lunch when I have it, there's 3 rows. There's 3 rows of these little square slices of salmon. One of them is plain, one of them is peppered, and one of them is covered in dill. And so I'll sit down. Lunch will be 1 row of whatever the salmon is that I pulled out, and I'll drizzle some of that mustard sauce on it. And that's lunch. Maybe I'll put a yogurt on the side. So good. Yummy, yummy. Mark doesn't eat this stuff. So if I buy it for either snacking or for maybe a light meal. It's really good. A good clothing brand here is H&M, and in some way affordable. Okay. Okay. H&M. Hopefully they've got plus size for women, but I will look. If you are into sewing, Mexico has brilliant fabric shops. Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you for saying this. You know, there used to be a lot of great fabric shops in the US, and they slowly started closing and shutting down. I can't even remember the names of them anymore, but I remember there was Ben Franklin and, of course, Hobby Lobby, which is still around. But there was another one I used to go to. And you're right. And fabric started to get really expensive. So then I started going to a place that was kind of like a fabric warehouse, not too far from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I went there. I still have some of that fabric that I snuck into the car when we came here. I haven't used it yet, but I do have it. It's really, really pretty. And I wanted to make a really lovely boho type skirt out of it. It's lovely tea dyed, beautiful colors. But I noticed when we got here that there are fabric stores here with tons of fabric. And the other thing I like to do, I just never have time to do it. I love to crochet. And it doesn't matter if I'm making little crochet dolls or maybe a blanket. I love to crochet. And there was a store I want to say it was in Merida at the mall. It was called Crochet. And I thought you would have thought I was like a moth being drawn to the light, and the heavens opened up and there was a choir of angels. Crochet. But I didn't buy anything because when we moved, I gave my daughter all of my good yarn. And when I say good yarn, I special ordered this yarn. Like, it's good yarn. I had projects that I was doing and I gave it all to her. So there's that too. And I'm on Facebook and I see all these little pictures of crocheted projects and fancy, fancy new stitches I've never seen before. And, oh, look at these really fun looking granny squares. This is kind of a weird pattern. And I save all those pictures. I've got an album on my phone called Crochet. And one of these days, when I've got the time, I want to do a project. So I like that there's fabric stores and things like that, stores that sell nice quality yarn, crochet and knitting things. The fabric is just amazing. So if I ever do get into making some pattern stuff, I used to quilt a little bit too. And I don't do that anymore either. Like, when do I have time? I'm like the Renaissance woman. When do I have the time? I wish I had 36 hours in a day and that I could actually do stuff and not fall asleep. Oh my. I like the salmon too. I'm going to let my US Costco membership expire because the Mexico is half the price. Yes, it is. And it will work in the US. So when we go to his mom's, I have a hard time finding some of my daily supplements in Mexico. So the probiotic has not been as hard, but there is a Kirkland brand of a product that I like that's called Move Free. It is an alternative to taking glucosamine chondroitin. And instead of taking 1 or 2 really big fat pills, you can take one of these tiny little pills, and I'm trying to remember the name of the brand. I don't know if it was Swift. I don't know. Move Free. And Kirkland brand at Costco sells the same product. Well, they don't have it here. So when we go to his mom's, we hit up the Costco and I stock up on Move Free and my probiotic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There's certain things that, we can just find there that even on iHerb or something like that, just not getting it.
I did recently buy some Move Free on iHerb because I had run out of my Kirkland brand version of it. And then we ended up making this trip. I kind of joined him almost last minute. Wasn't planning to. And then I decided I was.
It made my mama real happy.
And so we just went to Costco and I got the other stuff. Anyway, Tom, I always wonder, I am kind of normal size, but I wonder if I will be able to find clothes in my medium large size.
Mm-hmm.
Or will I always be flying back to Burlington Sam's Club jockey? Yeah, you can find stuff in your size here. Yeah. It's Mark.
Just remember that a grande here is not necessarily gonna, you may need a XL. I mean, it's just because we're not that different size wise. And yeah, it's one of those going, okay.
That's why everybody out here, male, female, wears skinny tight jeans. Yeah. And I will wear skinny tight jeans if I don't over order my size. I have to find that magic spot or find a store around here that carries a size that I can wear. There was a size that I used to buy at Old Navy, and I just can't even remember the cut anymore. There was a specific cut that I liked. But I think I've only seen maybe one or two Old Navies in our entire journey.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but anyway.
I can't remember where they were. I think they were on some of the malls, maybe.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Annie, it was Joann's. Ben Franklin's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and another one.
Yeah. And one of the things down here, malls are still thriving down here.
Yeah, they are.
It's great to be able to walk into a mall and stroll around. A lot of them, depending upon where they are, open air, which is very comfortable, and got all the movie theaters, the food courts, everything that you're used to seeing.
And they're busy. This isn't a desolate mall where parents just drop their kids off for hours and hours, and then these kids get into fights and do awful shit and stuff to each other.
No, it's not the cheap babysitter.
Yeah. I mean, when my dad used to take us to the mall, he did drop us off at the arcade while he went and did whatever he was doing in the mall. He would throw us some quarters and we were in the arcade. Sometimes we would go to Walden Books. Sometimes we would go to Spencer's Gifts. I guarantee it that this person was heading over to National Record Mart. Later, it was Camelot Music. And then later it was Sam Goody. So, yeah, I spent a lot of time doing that. And he always knew where I would be. I would either be Walden, Spencer's, a record store, or the arcade, always.
Or if you were in the South, Peaches.
Yeah, Peaches.
Yep.
Now you got that song going in my head. Stranglers. Peaches. Never mind.
It was also done. That's Patches. Clarence Carter's other song.
That's right. There are some very good fabric stores in historic center of Mexico City. That's awesome, except we're not there. That's quite a drive, but we're going to be there when we go to see Rush. So I will check them out just so I can see. And
I got a feeling that of all the places that are going to be busy, fabric store is probably not going to be one of those places.
See, that's a safe place to go. The thing is, though, Vicky and Mark are going to be with us. I don't think they're going to want to go to a fabric store, unfortunately. So maybe I'll get up and, I don't know, walk over to one.
Okay.
You're not going to go with me. Hey, you want to go to a fabric store?
You're going to get up and walk around Mexico City by yourself? I don't think so.
Why not?
It depends upon how far it is and everything else.
Well,
So,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But we're going to be there with friends, so that might not be high on their list of things that they need to accomplish on their sightseeing. But thank you for letting me know. And I'm going to start looking around here too to see where they are now that I got my sewing machine. First time watching for the wife. She says the energy and back and forth is like a digital party. Reminds me of public access channel. Love this content. First time caller, long time viewer. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. And thank you to the wife.
and just think, when you move to Querétaro, this is what happens. I mean, we all get together, and exactly what happens on here.
Oh yeah,
it is literally.
Oh yeah,
what happens out here on the patio.
Well, we might go to Annie and Arlene's house. We might go to Cesar's house. We haven't really been to anyone else's house yet, but we've had people here, and we just hang out. We go out on the patio and we play some music, and sometimes we do karaoke.
Sometimes we just chat. I mean,
talk.
it's And the interesting thing is we have in the tribe.
The tribe.
There are, Native Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yes. Cesar, he returned to the States for 32 years, or let me phrase that. Went to the States for 32 years and then returned back home here to Querétaro.
Arlene's from Argentina.
And Yvette has Mexican heritage. Then you have
Diego is from Mexico City.
Diego's from Mexico City. Eunice is from, I think,
Canada.
And then Saul and Dolce, are here in Querétaro. Willie and Claudia. I mean, it just,
He's from Puerto Rico.
Yep.
So we have a nice mix, and it's really nice because when we have the native Spanish speakers over, they often help us improve our Spanish.
Yep.
Although, if we're going to be honest, most of the time conversations here are being held in English, but it's always nice to have them here, and it helps us out.
And then Mark and Claudia. And Mark and Vicky.
Yeah.
A lot of Marks here.
There's a lot of Marks. We got Cigar Mark, and then when we're hanging out in SLP, we got Mark with a C and Mark with a K.
Cigar Mark, Tall Mark.
That's right.
We can't lay claim to that. That is from Jeff and Sherry. I think Sherry's the one that came up with Cigar Mark, Tall Mark. So.
Oh man, we do enjoy our family that we have. I always need a Costco. Cancun is just like the U.S. and more.
Yes, I agree with that.
When we were in Merida, it did not matter what time or what day of the week we went to that Costco. There was nowhere to park. It was slamming.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
SLP has always been busy. The one here in Querétaro is always, the last time we went, it was stupid busy. Mm-hmm. It was their version of Black Friday, and we didn't know that. And we're like,
no, we stood in a line for 30 minutes. I'd say it was 30 minutes. It moved pretty quickly.
Yeah. But
so what? What else we got to do?
It gave us plenty of time to do the add-on. Oh crap! What about go get it? We got plenty of time. So.
Yes. And Mark, here XL is extra grande.
See, but I'm just saying, for me, what I have found, because of the length, I need. Normally, I wear a large. Like this is a large. But in buying here in Mexico, I almost need to get an XL. Otherwise, it's a little too short. And, that's, for me, not a look that, I'm fond of.
And Mark with a C says you wear a 2X.
He's a tall fella. That takes a lot of fabric to cover that body.
I guess. I just never thought about this. I'll tell you something that's hard to find. If you got big feet, good luck with that. Because I wear a size 11 shoe in ladies. It's about a 9.5 in men's. Obviously, I do not want to wear men's shoes.
We wear the same size shoe.
We literally wear the same size
I mean, if she
shoe.
wanted to wear my Hey Dudes,
Now,
she could just jump in them and be like, okay.
I mean, if I wanted tennis shoes, I could get away with wearing a men's 9.5, but 11 here is damn near impossible. So what I have been doing is I order Essex online and have them delivered to his mom. I just got done bringing home 2 brand new pair. Those will last me for quite some time, but that's how I handle my tennis shoes. Now, my other shoes, the dressier shoes, I don't dress up all the time, so they're going to last me a really long time, and I don't have to worry about it.
I bought 1 pair of black dress shoes, and I have worn them once in 3.5 years.
Yeah.
Once.
Oh, and when you go into the store, your shoe measurement, it is not like European, because if it was European sizing, I would be like a 43 or something.
No, because mine's like a 29, I think it was.
I can't remember, but it's a different sizing.
Yeah.
It's a different sizing. And it's, you got to look it up. I always recommend just doing a conversion online. If you have to ask AI to help you out or something, do that and do a conversion online before you head out to a shoe store here. But if you got big feet, good luck.
and I think the biggest issue we've run into, or I've run into, is width. I have wide feet, and finding a wide is problematic. So again, order the Hey Dudes, and I've had Mexican people go, where'd you get those shoes? And it's like, Hey Dudes. And they're like, you can get them here in Mexico. So Amazon sells Hey Dudes here in Mexico.
Yes, they do. Telas El Nuevo Mundo is a good store in historic center of Mexico City. Boom. I ain't got time to write that down. I'll just take a picture.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a picture. Photo. Taking a picture. Look,
Well,
guys.
why don't you put the next one up? The next one's even more important. The exact address.
Well, that's helpful.
I know.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where do you see that?
Down some.
Okay, well, it's not the next one.
Okay.
And look at that. Here you go. This is so true. And 11, me too. It's a hassle. Thank you. It is a hassle. Cannot, will not ever be able to walk into a shoe store in Mexico and find a size 11 for ladies, unless by chance they're selling some kind of orthopedic or something.
And those always look.
Yeah.
Those really say.
But I used to live through that a long time ago.
I know.
I remember when I was like in college or in my 20s, and I would go to Payless, or what was the other one? There was 2 stores that sold cheap shoes.
Oh, yeah.
And none of them ever had an 11. I'd get up to 10. I'd be lucky if I found 10.5. And if I found an 11, it was some awful, awful orthopedic looking something. And then all of a sudden one day, everybody had 11s.
DSW, Discount Shoe Warehouse, and
Yeah, this was there was
I know.
Payless and another one at the malls. I can't remember the name. But anyway, the whole point is it took a while for them to carry my size also. And the interesting thing is I wore a 10 all the way through high school. And it wasn't until I got pregnant that my foot grew. And I think actually my arches probably fell a little bit, spread out this way. That's my theory. I don't know.
Yeah, well.
I don't know. My feet got bigger after I had babies. I don't know what happened. So yeah, buying an 11 in Mexico and ladies is wow. Good luck with that.
There are just some things that we have more faith buying in the U.S. just because of the
Oh,
availability. I mean, it's
oh God. And
I can find a pair of 35-30 jeans in the U.S. and
I just finally got hit with my first import taxes from the aduana for a package that got shipped to me. Let me tell you, it was about 33% of the MSRP of this item. The item that I purchased was about 30% off because I got in on a Kickstarter campaign early. So it was about 30% off, and then they charged me about $60 to ship it to me, DHL. And then it got to the aduana, and it was $130 to get through customs. So don't order shit to Mexico.
No, that's
just don't.
That's better to wait till you make a run of the border and
these things wouldn't have, unless you're driving to the border, these wouldn't have made it back in a suitcase. But the point is you're going to get hit. There's the import tax, and then there is the duty, and they stack those. First, they put on the duty, and then that duty becomes part of the calculation for the import tax. So I got hit with like basically a 33% extra fee on top of everything else for these items that I got. So I will not be supporting a whole lot more Kickstarters. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Well, it was. Okay, address. This is the address. All right. Thank you for this. I got it. Boom. So maybe when we're there, if we're anywhere close, I can just kind of jump in.
Well, now that you have the address, you can look it up because
That's
you know where the hotel is and you know where that is. So you'll be able to go.
Okay, so Mark wears a 15.
Oh.
Wow. And I can't find shoes here. But you can get them on Amazon Mexico. Okay.
Long as they show up being a real 15, that's the whole.
Yep.
That's the one thing I always get worried about when it comes to buying shoes. I mean, I don't worry about my Hey Dudes because, Hey Dudes are pretty loose to begin with. So, getting a 10 in a Hey Dude is getting a 10 in a Hey Dude, and I'm good. So,
Hey Dude.
Love my Hey Dudes.
Oh, goodness. And Tom is a 10.5. My ski boots are 27.5 euro. Okay, so let me think about that for a minute. Okay, so when I bought Fiorini and Baker boots made in Italy, I got a 43. So European size must not be the same thing.
I don't know.
I'm just like, really,
I haven't bought shoes in Europe.
I thought that what I bought was European size. They were 43. Anyway, I will be wearing those on Ren Fair Day. I can't wait. Ren Fair. I only know how to say one thing. I see S.
Oh, well.
I see S.
Go with it.
I'm going to say it to everybody. Oh, goodness.
I will be needing that beer stand.
Mead.
No
and
mead.
The more mead I have, the more I say it.
Yeah.
Walked all around the mall in Cancun for a size 13 and no hope. Yeah, that's rough. I mean, I guess I get it. If they don't have the market for it, they're not going to stock it.
There's no point in putting it on the shelf if you're never going to sell it. That's,
that's
on the off chance that one person a year comes in and does that, and you'll be like, okay.
I'm sorry. SOCKS. Okay, we'll say that. I'll just keep saying that too. We'll be at the Ren Fair. Eso sí que es.
Ay, ay, ay.
And the more mead we have, the more socks we say. I just love that he's doing this. He's doing it for me. I bought him a whole pirate outfit. I did. Did you roll those up on purpose?
No, they just happen to come
Yeah.
out of the dryer that way.
Yeah, so I got him a pirate outfit complete with a belt and little thingy, little pouch and things that hang off his belt. And he's got the hat, the bandana, a sash. He's even got boot things that go over top of his regular shoes so they look like boots.
So my hey dudes will be covered
That's right.
because that's what I will be wearing. I'm
Oh, and I got, oh, I cannot wait. My dreadlocks finally came. I've got colorful dreadlocks that I'm going to put in my hair and I'm going to pull them back. And I have this dragon head skull hairpin to pull them all back and hold them in place. And I've got this little potion bottle that hangs off my little belt and a bunch of other little bottles. I'm going to put colored water in them. And I have a wand.
beer.
Mead. Mead.
Beer.
Eso sí que es. Mexican shoe sizes are basically centimeter length of your foot. Thank you. Thank you. So it makes me wonder now why was my Euro size for those boots
They have something
43?
different. Yeah.
They use 40 something else, man.
Hardest part finding that W next to it. You know, that's like, give me that wide, please. Because
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
I know.
I need to get a drink. You are now in control, sir.
Oh boy.
Don't be so excited.
Well, I have no problem with that.
No?
No. You know, so
We'll need a drink.
we will let's go back to Mextranjero for just a few minutes here. And I know that Mark and Paulette said that right now we got 9 channels that are confirmed attending, which I can name probably at least half of those. Let's see. We've got us. We got Mark and Paulette, 2 travelers in Mexico. Papa moved to Mexico. That's 3. Truly Remarkable Life is 4. The Besses are 5. Now it's getting, well, probably the Mexico Relocation Guide would be 6. Probably Living La Vida Lakeside, 7. Now I'm going to have to start thinking on this. But, you know, I got Papa. You know, it's good to see that we're getting this type of turnout. We had a really good participation. I know from the subscribers, and I know that one of the things that in conversations with Mark and Paulette and with Jeff and Sherry has been that we wanted to, or they wanted to, because this is their gig. It's all on them this year. Increase the amount of time that we spend with the subscribers, because it's all you guys who make all this happen for all the channels. Oh, Brighton, that's 8, so I'm only missing 1. Probably almost retired. Oh God, shame on me for forgetting their name from Puerto Vallarta. But you know, we want to spend more time with you guys, and because that's what makes this whole thing work, and that's why we started the whole thing, was an opportunity to get together and spend some time with you guys as subscribers. So putting more time in there to get together with you guys, I think is going to be great. And one of the things that hopefully, we're going to get into this year or next year is going to be maybe a less frenetic pace because, we're not as young as we used to be. And
Speak for yourself.
yeah, well, this year was, we felt like we were on the go nonstop. And, so hopefully there's a little more downtime and a little more time spent with you guys as subscribers,
All right, Annie's being bad tonight.
What? What's that?
And we're gonna walk around the Renaissance Fester singing.
Oh,
We have to do it really nice with harmonizing. That will be a lot of fun. That'll be fun.
I may need a case.
Hola todo. Hey, David. Hey, Gina, I'm making chicken Alfredo for me and my neighbors tonight. Ooh. She told me she would make me some chili rellenos
that's a win-win.
this weekend. That is a win-win, and I love chili rellenos. Rellenos is so good. That's awesome. Chicken Alfredo. I am thinking maybe this weekend I'm going to make some pierogi.
Okay.
Potato and cheese pierogi.
I know that Saturday for the Canes game, it will be Mark's Wings.
But I can have pierogi on the side,
You
and
can have
Annie
pierogies.
and Arlene can
Yep.
taste my pierogi.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, Louisa and Michael. Yep.
Please contact to Nick and Neosha in Mexico for the next Mextranjero. They are a nice couple. Okay, you guys getting that down?
Yeah.
Mark and
Paulette.
Write that down, Nick and Neosha.
Because they're the ones that are sending out all the invitations. We started this thing, and we are part of the steering committee. But this is, SLP is Mark and Paulette and Jeff and Sherry's show, and we're here to help and guide any way we can. But it's their baby.
Yeah, we're going to have it. It's going to be their flavor next year. And I'm sure it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
How can you miss an SLP?
It's a good location. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Mary. See, Mary was our super fan, and she got to participate in some things.
Well, Mary and Doug.
Yeah, Mary and Doug.
Yeah.
Scott. It was great meeting all the creators at Mextranjero this year. That's awesome. We had a decent turnout. I actually
Retired Life
nice.
in Mexico. Retired Life Mexico. That's Louisa and Michael.
Is that their channel, Retired Life
Yes.
Mexico?
Yes.
Because I immediately want to tag No Bull
I
at
know.
the end. Yeah, Louisa and Michael. Yes. Are places any places easy to find to stay for Mextranjero? Well, that's almost a year out. So what I will tell you is when I scheduled a stay for the Airbnb that we're getting, the people were concerned. They said, "This is for next year, correct?" And I said, "Yes, it is." They just wanted to be sure because I scheduled that out almost a full year ahead. And I told her the reason that I had was because we heard that there was going to be a women's march.
A heavily attended.
A women's march after Mextranjero. And you never know, if people come a long distance to participate in that march, they may be booking places, ahead of time.
And I know that Mark and Paulette and Jeff and Sherry, especially once Jeff and Sherry will be able to assist Mark and Paulette once they get boots on the ground there here shortly in SLP. We'll be looking at hotels that they might be able to get us a discount at, and B, then we will be able to share. Another thing that will be coming up is they are going to be putting together a Facebook event page, and on the Facebook event page, there will be the listings of those hotels. And even if some of them don't have discounts here in Centro, depending upon here's the timeline that sort of has to go. They have to figure out exactly where the event's going to be. And then once the event is determined that it's going to be in this location, then from there, they will find hotels in that immediate area, and then they'll be able to list that so you guys can book. Ajijic was a little bit of a different beast because of the fact that Ajijic is not a city the size of SLP, not even close. I mean, so we were able to book Danza del Sol and jump right in there, and they were great, and we almost took over the hotel because a lot of you guys were there, and we had a blast getting to spend time together, and that's the whole point of it all. But once they do that, list the hotels, then you guys will be able to go on there and say, boom, here's where you're going to be able to stay. That's going to be within walking distance or a short cab ride to where the events are going to be held. We went ahead and jumped on it because we found a phenomenal, got lucky again and found a 6-bedroom place that was very, very affordable
and close to Central,
and 2.5, 3 blocks from the Zocalo, and it was like, oh no, and one of the things that we weren't worried about filling it up because it's basically there now. I mean, we are down to 1 bedroom, and we're waiting on that bedroom is being held until somebody tells us yes or no, and then I don't think we'll have a problem filling that last bedroom. So, and the people who are staying there,
they're troublemakers, every one of them.
Us included. So yeah.
There's going to be some good parties held on that roof. I'm just saying. And Tommy, this is a great idea. We've tried 2 years in a row.
Yep.
I think with her, the problem is we don't have an email for her. And I don't think anyone wants to post this to her as a comment on a video. She has a mailing list, but that's just it. It's a mailing list.
I mean, I know that last year KJ and Craig tried everything they could come up with to try and figure out a way of getting in touch with them or getting in touch with her, and it all went to no avail. I mean, another one that was there year 1 that we wanted to come in year 2 was La Carancita.
She couldn't come this last
She just couldn't come this past year. So hopefully, we with this much advance notice, we'll be able to get her to jump on.
Yep.
Because she's a hoot.
I mean, Mark and Paulette, if you can dig in and try to find on social media or someplace somewhere a way to private message Alex, it would be great. I think she'd be a fantastic addition. We've tried unsuccessfully 2 years in a row, and we just have not been able to get in touch with her. So definitely agree that she should be there if she wants to be. Mexico relocation guide has not confirmed.
They have confirmed. She has confirmed that she is sponsoring again. So I'm taking it that if she's ponying up the money, that she's probably going to be there.
In addition to who you mentioned, Tony G Travels. Okay, so that's another channel.
And then Retired Life Mexico.
Retired Life Mexico. Retired Life Mexico.
I think that's 2 different channels. Retired Life Mexico and Mexico Living
Living a Dream. Okay, so 3 channels. Okay, cool.
Then I'm pretty sure that Wayne from Living La Vida Lakeside is planning on attending because he had such a blast at this last one. And, so I don't think we're going to have much of a problem.
Hey, this is an awesome, awesome question. Thank you for bringing this up. Okay. What if your kids try to guilt trip you for your decision? Moving away anyway, but got to let that go. Okay. So, number one, guilt tripping is a form of manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to take the power away. That's how that works.
Well,
I was previously married to a very manipulative, guilt-driven man
both of us,
whose
our previous spouses.
whose mother was a master manipulator of guilt tripping. And I actually, at one point, I'll give you a very short story of this. I moved to North Carolina and I did not want to disrupt my kids in their current school situation. So they remained in Pennsylvania until they were at that, like a year or two later, and they were just about to transition schools. And then I wanted them to come down and stay with me. And it got to the point where it was very obvious that one of them needed to do it because she had no drive and she wasn't going to finish school if she didn't.
One of them needed a foot up her butt to get her going,
Yes.
and she wasn't going to get that where she was. And the other was just like,
She was lonely.
I want interaction. I want to go to school, because they were trying to do this remote learning crap.
They were doing remote learning through Pennsylvania school systems. And for my ex, they thought this was great. But what was really happening is the oldest daughter had no structure and she wasn't getting her work done and she wasn't going to graduate. The youngest daughter was lonely as hell. And she was sad and she was crying and she was afraid to tell anybody that she didn't want to do that anymore. And so finally, everyone, we got this worked out that they were going to finally move down to North Carolina and live with me. And
Us.
Sorry, honey.
Yeah.
And one of my ex-husband's family called me one day to try to guilt trip me into leaving my daughter in Pennsylvania because her grandma didn't have anyone to stay with her and was going to be lonely.
Yes.
Excuse me, what? You want my daughter, who I think was, she was going into third grade at the time.
Third or fourth, yeah.
Yeah. You want my daughter to stay in Pennsylvania because your mother is going to be lonely.
Sounds like your problem.
Okay, you don't guilt me, trip me with shit like this. Sorry. So that is manipulation. If your children are grown adults, they probably are. If they're guilt tripping you about leaving to move to Mexico, chances are they're grown adults. That is not your problem. Your problem is living your best life now. You've done your job. You've done your job raising your kids. This is your life now. That's manipulation.
Yeah, and quite honestly, I mean, one of the things that you have to take into consideration is the fact that you only get one go round.
Yeah.
And you have to make the most of it. And there were times before I made the decision that because I already knew where she stood. She was sitting there waiting and hoping that I was going to do it. And I'm a very slow processing person. I'm one that thinks and thinks and thinks. But did I ask any of the girls or anything else? Nope. Finally came to the conclusion that, I've had enough of this crap up here on this side of the border. We're going to the other side of the border, and we're going to live the best life that we can. And it has been the best move that we have ever made. And
I think between our three kids,
the three daughters,
yeah.
One, the youngest was the quick. She went, if anybody was going to move to Mexico, it'd be you two.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other two were dealing with their own issues when we first moved here, but both have since come to realize that we are happier than we've ever been, and they've put their big girl panties on and went, good, you guys are happy. That's what matters.
Yeah. And it's not like we never see them. You know, we do make trips back to the US. None of them have come to see us yet. But I think a huge portion of that, a huge reason for that, for the two oldest, is financial. You know, I guess if we would pay for a ticket for them to come, well, of course, they have to get their passports and yada,
Right.
yada, yada.
There's a lot of that. The other part of it is with two of them, they are literally living paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly. So it's a financial
and,
thing.
and so not only is it even, the ticket, it'd be, shit, now I'm going to miss work for a week.
Miss work, right.
And I got bills to pay, and I got this, and I got so,
It's all right.
which we get. And, it may reach the point where we go, okay, we'll make you whole for the week, come on down, we'll pay for the ticket, and we may do that. We'll see. One of them, I'm toying with the idea in the back of my brain going, to get my mom down here. I'm going, well, if we get my daughter to go see her grandmother and then the two of them travel together,
that's the ticket.
That and oh gee, I'll have them all together at the beach house for a week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's a conversation one night.
You think? So it's but you have to do what makes you happy, and I can tell you this: neither one of us has given it any thought as to going, I wonder if we're screwing up their lives. No. I got news for you.
No, we're not.
Nope.
No.
We're living our life the best way we can, and we are happy.
Well, again, we raised our kids.
Yep.
Our kids are adulting now. Our kids are in their 30s. So, this guilting thing. Sorry, no. We do go back to the US probably twice a year. In fact, the last beach trip, we picked up our granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the US, we rerouted our flights and everything else so that we could swing through Pittsburgh and get our granddaughter and take her with us to the beach.
And see the oldest daughter.
Yep.
We got to see her. So, it was, that trip, we actually got to see all three of them. This coming trip, we'll probably get to see two out of the three. Yep. But, it's one of those we're going, you know what? The world has condensed dramatically. We're a Zoom call away. We're a phone call away. We're a text away. We're an email away, whatever. It's not like we're not involved.
May I offer possible insight for the guilting? Would they be guilting you if you were moving across the country? Would they be guilting you if you moved to a different state? Or is this about Mexico? And if it is about Mexico,
then educate them.
Educate them about Mexico, because Mexico gets shed in a really bad light.
Oh God! Yeah.
In the U.S. And a lot of what happens here, the way it gets reported in the U.S., is just simply not true, or at the very least, greatly exaggerated. So, and he is guilty of it too. My very first trip to a music festival, he was telling me, don't leave the resort.
I didn't know any better.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Educate them. If it's only about Mexico, why? Why is it only about Mexico? But don't be manipulated. This is your life now, and you've raised your kids. So,
when we started giving out statistics, and I've done this with all sorts of members in the family, God, Mexico, okay, let me give you some statistics. Asheville, North Carolina, before we moved down there.
Oh God.
Okay.
Asheville now.
Asheville.
Biltmore Estate.
Right.
Right?
150,000 people in the greater, and we're talking a greater Asheville area, had 3 fatalities in one day, 4 shootings and
4 shootings and 3 fatalities.
Right. The city of Merida, in a year, 4 homicides. In a year.
And how big is the city of Merida?
1.5 million. So we're talking 10 times bigger. And un poquito más grande.
Yep.
Where am I safer again? You know, and people would look at us and go, oh God, you live in Asheville. We love Asheville. It's, you know, da 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 da. And I'm going,
it's Asheville.
You know, it's getting bad. It doesn't matter where.
Yeah.
You know, pick a city, open up the news, and you're going to see somebody got shot. You know, and so it down here, no. So arm yourself with statistics and then go, you know what? Statistics be damned. It makes us happy. In the conversation.
Yeah. And I think if you stay in touch and you're able to visit and things like that, they'll soon see. It was one of those things like with our kids, we didn't see them anyway.
2 of them are in the same state with us, and
we saw them maybe once or twice a year.
Gee, which is what we do now. We go to the beach and we see, you know, so
yeah, please.
What's different?
Please don't be manipulated.
Nope.
And maybe find out the reason why. If this is not about moving to another state or to a different part of the country, if this is about Mexico, then it's probably because they've been misinformed about Mexico. So
and on that you go, okay, look, I understand and I appreciate your concern. Let me give you the real data. Yep. And when you give them the real data, I was going, shit, beer's getting strong, because all of a sudden it went, no, we went out of focus for a second.
You went out of focus.
No, I did not. No. But if it is truly a fear thing, then educate them, and now they may suddenly go, oh, okay,
yeah,
I get it.
That's right. And pierogies. I know you guys will eat my pierogies. Yes. I have been cooking. Mark has too. We cook things for the girls here that they probably haven't ever had, or at least haven't had in a long time. I got to tell you, Mark made North Carolina vinegar-based barbecue one night, and I made hush puppies to go with it. The hush puppies went home with everybody. Like, people were taking hush puppies home with them.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, and then
and course, barbecue and the sauce, and it was just like, go for it.
Not too long ago, I made halupki and halushki for them. That was a good meal.
Mm-hmm.
And I made cannoli one night for a dinner party at Cesar's.
Well, and then the cannoli just sort of rolled over to the party the next weekend.
Yep. Yeah. So I could use up the cheese. And so now I'm going to make pierogi. And I don't know if you guys have ever had pierogi, but you will. We're going to make it good. We're going to fry it up in onion and butter too. Yum, yum, yum.
We'll have the fryer going.
All right. Let's see. Yes, Alex Whitman seems like she's really nice. We just got to find out a way.
We just got to find.
We don't know how to get a hold of her. We've
tried. I think that Alex has been the type from the videos I have seen and everything else. This would be right up her alley. Mm-hmm. It's just getting the word to her. So Alex, if you're listening, reach out to.
Maybe
I'm just saying.
Maybe I should drop a comment on one of her videos. I don't really want to do it that way, but you know.
Hey.
I know. We are also looking forward to SLP for sure. And okay, Mark and Paulette, I hope you're writing all this down. Rita in Mexico would be great for the next Mextranjero. She comes from Oklahoma. Ooh, I wonder where she's from in Oklahoma.
I guarantee it ain't Antlers.
Are you sure it's not Antlers?
I'm gonna go way. I'm gonna go
Antlers.
way out on a limb and say
Maybe
it ain't
she's from
Antlers.
Ada or Hugo or Atoka.
She might be from the Kiamichi Mountains.
That would be Antlers.
Well, no, that's 15 minutes outside of Antlers. That's you know.
So will y'all have meet and greets? Yes, that's definitely the main event for Mextranero.
Yes, there will be. I think right now the plan is for one on a Friday afternoon or Friday evening. No, probably Friday afternoon. And then we will be doing. We started this tradition in Ahihique, and we will be continuing it. It makes damn sure we get out of the house. We will be hosting. We'll be hosting again the Gringos R Us dinner. So and this year,
Kabuki.
Yep, this year we're gonna do it at the Kabuki. They're right around the corner from Jardín de Tequisquiapan, and because leave just a little bit of room from all that good Japanese food because the churro stand is
Churros,
right on it.
churros.
So,
the best churros we have ever had.
Bar none.
They are so good. Okay. Another good channel here. Servant Steve. He's an extraordinary expat. Invite him too. Thank you, Dawn. This is awesome.
I'm sure Mark has just had to go out and ran out and gotten himself a pad and pencil and started writing all these down.
And let's see. And Parisina or Modatela fabric stores all over Mexico. Thank you. I'm taking another picture. Taking the pictures because I am down for some good fabric stores. There will be the meet and greet along with some other things that we'll be doing. Boom. Mark, yes, we are troublemakers.
I mean, all you had to do is look around that table in Ahihique, and that same crowd.
That same crowd's going to be in that Airbnb causing trouble.
Yeah.
Our lives across the border. They are Mexican-American couple. Ooh, excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. When Tangerine Travels were active with Maddie, they were friends with Alex and met up for a wine tour. I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that.
And that's when she was going as backpacking brunette, and then she changed to the Alex Whitman or Alex Whitman something.
Yeah.
Because she changed the name of her channel.
She had moved from Querétaro to Guadalajara. I think it was.
Yeah. I think she's back now, or
no, I think she's still in
Guadalajara.
I think she's still in Guadalajara. Oh, hello, Bug. Where did you come from?
And I expect that outside.
I know. What the heck? Okay. Well, we got a moth buzzing around. We sent Alex Whitman an email, but she has not replied. Okay, so you do have an email. Okay.
I think that's the same problem that KJ and Craig had last year. Is it never heard boo peep.
Okay. And of course, invite to Breviews, especially to her daughter Skyla. Aw, nice. Hello, Bug. Invite Doing Life with Jenny. She tunes in here as Jenny Hammond. That's right. We know who Jenny is.
Jenny has been around with us for forever.
Yes.
Jenny goes back to, we were on the other side of the border. I remember Jenny. I mean, there's a lot of you guys that have been with us for a long, long time. And some of you have stuck with us, and, Jenny is one of those. So.
Okay, so this is different. You're feeling the guilt, and you have someone who needs support at the moment. We've been there.
I can tell you. Let me tell you a very brief story here. My daughter was was, and that's the good word, was a heroin addict.
Mhm.
And we moved.
And fentanyl.
Well, I mean,
and meth.
Amongst everything,
Yeah.
And she is now 2 years sober. And we now are in more communication than we were when she was addicted.
You guys, twice a month do Zoom calls?
About, once, twice, about every 2 to 3 weeks. My mom and my daughter and I, we get on and we do a Zoom call, and we just have a blast, and we talk, and we have a better feel for where she is in her process, and when it's a little weak, we're there to be able to pump her up and give her inspiration, and we know what's going on, and we didn't before. I mean, literally for 4 or 5 years, I lived with the fear that I was going to get a phone call, and
Oh, we were getting we got phone calls while we were moving our stuff.
But I'm talking about I'm getting the phone call of we found your daughter and she is overdosed and she's gone. And so she has come out of it on the good side and everything else. Do I feel guilty? No, because I wasn't enabling her on the other side of the border, and I wasn't going to enable her from this side of the border. So, it's one of those where we have actually turned it into a positive, and we are stronger now than what we were. And so it takes the work and the desire to go, you know what? She wants to talk. She's getting clean. Everything else, let's make it happen. And so we have, and it's better than it's ever been. So,
and I think in that case, it's also important that we do make time to spend time with them in person, which is why we do this beach trip, so that we can hang out with our daughters. And last year was also our granddaughter. So we stay in contact with them, but I feel strongly, and this was, as we talked about it, we didn't see them more than once or twice a year anyway.
No.
In the same state. So we still see them once or twice a year while we're in Mexico. There's no difference. And he's probably in more communication with his daughter now than he has been for the last 10 years.
No, you can take the word probably out.
Okay.
I am in more communication with her because, I mean, it was just, it was one of those where the only time I was getting a phone call was, Dad, I need money. Well, you're barking up the wrong tree. And then it was, you're going to have to get yourself together and get a few come to Jesus conversations that were held and everything else. And finally, the one thing is nobody can make them do anything until they decide they want to do it. And it finally took her realizing that, you know what, this sucks. And when she did it, boom. And since then, knock on wood, it's been good.
Here's another quick story. I just found out this weekend that our oldest daughter is engaged. She's been engaged since December. Now, she's been with this guy for a while, and that's good. I'm glad she's got a stable relationship. But I left a comment, and I'm like, when were you going to tell your mom? And she's like, says the woman who doesn't like to talk on the phone. She's not wrong. I don't like talking on the phone. And I'm like, but you could have sent me a text message or a message on Facebook Messenger or something. Mom, I got engaged. And she laughed and she said, Mom, I got engaged. I mean, that's the way it is with us. So us being here, there's no guilt. There's no guilt.
No, that's the way your side operates. My side's a little different.
Yeah, but there's no guilt on your side.
No, I'm talking about communication.
Yeah. Yeah,
We pick up I call my mom 2 or 3 times a week, and
that's true. He does.
it's an hour plus conversation every time,
And me and Lexi, we send messages back and forth just about every single day on Facebook Messenger. We just do.
Yeah, no. So it's just
Oh,
no. Don't you just can't hang on and can't worry about it. Live your life the best, and guess what? The happier you are, the better parent you're going to be.
It kind of depends. We don't know the situation.
I get that.
You got a child who needs your support. I guess it depends on what kind of support and how long you think it's reasonable to provide that support before they are strong enough to walk that walk by themselves. But you got to let them be able to do that, and they've got to be willing to do that.
Yep.
I say that you can be just as supportive in Mexico as you are there, and you can talk to them every day. You can Zoom call with them. It doesn't cost any money to do that if you're doing it on VoIP or something like that.
No.
So it can be done. I'm sorry that you're in that position. So I know it's rough, but
no, we're not trying to make light of it or anything.
No.
That's one of those where the hardest part sometimes is making that decision on your own.
Well, look at this. I just found a new feature. Notice that everyone
I know.
clicked on
I just saw that.
That's nice.
I saw that earlier, and I was like, is that something new?
That is new.
Something we see, you guys don't. But
A&F Beyond and Building a Life in Mexico are both from San Miguel de Allende. Okay.
And those are, an hour and a half, 2 hours to SLP, and bam.
Yep. And as Anna, yeah, they will be okay with it, but it is us that are worried. I would say have some faith.
Yep.
If they will be okay with it, have some faith that they are adulting now and they will be okay.
And sometimes you never know what they're going to do until you force them to have to do it.
Yeah. You're worried. You can always go back. That is the reason why, again, why are we not in Asia or some other country? Well, because it's a whole lot easier to go back from Mexico.
Yeah, my mom's 85 years old. It's here to DFW to KCI or MCI, and I'm right there with her. So,
and so here we go. A&F declined. It was their busy time at their work.
Okay,
cool. And Building knows how to build here. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd like to hear about that. Because down the road sometime, that might be us. Jenny has quite a history with Mexico, and possibly also the former nurse forgot her name, but Moran is her last name, and lives with her dogs alone in a house in Michoacan. Okay. Bill Dallas. Oh, Bill the Geek, man.
He is on the list.
We would love to have him participate, and I would love to finally meet him. Yeah.
That'd be one of those. If Bill the Geek shows up, there's few times that I use the influence as being the people who created this, but if Bill the Geek shows up, we will be using the influence to go. We will be doing a collaboration with Bill the Geek. So,
yes, he's a very cool dude. Having never met him in person, but I like when other people interview him. He seems like a really cool guy. Okay. Her channel is called Doing Life with Jenny. Boom. All right. And we'll get back to this. When we are in Mexico, we have in touch with our grown-up kids more than when we were in the U.S. Yep. We experience the exact same thing. We have more communication with them now than we did in the US. I don't know why that is.
Well, I can tell you why. Number one, their lack of education about Mexico. They thought we were going someplace dangerous.
Right.
So they wanted to check on us. And that builds a very good habit. The reverse is now true. You know, we check on them because they live in the U.S. You know, and it's like, okay, you know, trust me, we're safe down here.
Yeah. Okay, another one. La Guerrita 70 could be another U.S. YouTuber for the next Mexican Hero. Just keep rolling these in.
Is your hand getting tired yet, Mark?
Look at this. They message us more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because their perception is we're living in a place that we are about to get kidnapped, robbed, murdered. And now that we have been down here as long as we have, and you know, seeing the YouTube videos and everything else, they realize we're so much better off than where we were. You know, now it's like, can a little bit of that rub off on us?
So first, let me, before Mark tells the story of his North Carolina pulled pork, we didn't slow smoke. We don't have a smoker. I would like to get one. But he did do a slow cook in a crock pot, and we added a little liquid smoke to help enhance that flavor profile. But take it away, Mark.
I got, Jesse, what I ended up getting was some cuts that were of the shoulder, the same place as the Boston butt. And it was probably, I'm going to say 10% fat. So it had enough fat in there for it to cook down. And they had stripped it. I mean, it was in long strips and everything else. So all I ended up doing was cutting it down into smaller strips so that it would marinate better. Made the same barbecue sauce that I made when I lived in the States, which is, you know, the vinegar-based sauce. Filled up our Instapot with the sauce. Thought I was good when I made one batch of it, and then put the meat in there and went, oh crap, I need double. So I had to make another batch of the sauce. So I took 2 batches of the sauce, and I made I think it was 3
kilo?
3 kilos.
I think it was 3 kilos.
I think it was 3 kilos, which is
almost 7 pounds.
Almost 7 pounds of barbecue, and put it in there and basically cooked it for 48 hours in the sauce in the slow cooker. And would I put it up against some of the best off of the smokers? Nah,
no,
it wasn't there.
It needs the smoker, but
it was pretty damn close.
It was good.
And Gina made a good slaw to go with it. She made the KFC American version slaw, and we put that on there, and
yeah, it was pretty.
It was good.
What was bad were the rolls. We used hamburger rolls. Not recommended. Not with that sauce. The rolls fell apart and turned into mush. I would recommend using a hard roll.
More of a torta roll.
Yeah.
You know,
but it was still good.
But yeah, I think the secret is I went to a carniceria and asked for the shoulder, and it had the layer of fat going on the outside. So I knew I needed the fat in there to make it work. Another way of doing it, if you went to HEB will sell these. They have these rolls.
Oh yeah.
And because we have done the rolls with sauerkraut before, you know, if you're doing sauerkraut and pork, you got to have the fat. And so the whole backside of it still has the fat on it when they do the roll. And yeah, that would work as well.
Okay. Here we go. A Parisina is very good. PDC is excellent for stores. 3 around Mega and Walmart.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Oh, Alex's hair is really short now. Oh, I need to go look. Our ancestors moved many times, and the family, if you have a good relationship, you talk to them more when you are away. I think so too, because they don't see you.
Yeah.
And they don't take you for granted. So they do miss you and they want to talk to you and communicate with you more. So, yeah.
Yep.
Oh God, yeah, Bill the Geek. I like when he says Plaza or Mazatlan. Yeah, he's funny. Hopefully, Ernie will be able to make this meetup. Maybe just in presence only. I don't know. We won't know for a while. We're going to be probably seeing Ernie in May.
Yeah.
He's supposed to come out to the Renaissance Festival, so
yeah, we'll tip the elbow a time or two and get a better feel. But he's got another project that he's working on, and it is forcing him to sort of step back from the YouTube creation part of his life, and he's eagerly taking this on, and we'll see.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he's able to at least visit.
We'll just be glad to see him.
That's true. Uh-oh. We are in Missouri too. Well, hello.
Yeah, my mom's actually in Kansas. She's in Johnson County, Kansas. So,
she's in Lenexa.
Yep.
Yeah. But your sister was just in.
Well, my sister lived in Platte City, Platte City, and they just got done moving to Indianapolis because that's where their grandchildren are at, and they, finally reached the point of going, this is stupid, and they were worried about. Well, because they were only 30 minutes away from my mom, and my mom was just like, go. My mom has told me many times, she goes, I am so glad that you guys live where you live. You are happy. That makes me happy. So.
Because your mom is awesome.
She is that.
She's very awesome. Oh, I'm trying to get caught up on comments because it's already 8:00 our time, so it's getting late for people. Maura Margaret is a nurse who lives with her dogs. Okay, Stephanie, thank you. I'm like, where are we? Has anyone mentioned Sean in Paradise? Okay.
Not active.
Sean is not active. Sean took all his videos down. We do occasionally hear from him. He may comment on a video. I did invite him or told him about Ahihic, and that's when we found out that he had taken all of his videos down. I think there was a time he was looking at getting back into maybe the business sector or working, and I think maybe that's what's going on with him, is he probably has a job and he had to put YouTube down for a while. But it would be awesome to see him. And one of the reasons I can't wait to get out to La Paz and stuff is to hang out with him. That'll be really great because I've been looking forward to that. But he's not active right now. So he probably will not be participating. Living simply in Mexico. It's a good one. ¿Por qué no? Jerry Brown and Lori here. I don't know that Jerry Brown and Lori would do the travel. I get the impression when we were in Ahihic that there's something going on with him.
Well, I don't know. It was great that they participated this year.
Yeah.
Would they travel? They will definitely be getting an invitation.
Yeah.
And that's, then it becomes up to them.
Oh God. I always raise Bill about him living in Mexico for 20 plus years and still not being able to pronounce Mazatlan. Have you heard him try to pronounce Oaxaca? No, I haven't. I'll have to pay more attention. Oh God, it would be so great to see him there, though. We're trying to reach out to More Life Diaries. Cool. Yeah. Reach out to people, let them know if you've got a contact, a way to get a hold of some of these channels, let them know. We do want to say this though, and keep this in mind. Mextranjero has this mission. I guess we'll call it a mission, as if it was a business. You know, businesses have a mission. Mextranjero's mission.
Their mission statement is
they
unofficially.
The creators who are invited and who participate have a solidarity in the way they view their purpose on their channel. We want to promote responsible immigration and cultural awareness, meaning we're not here to exploit Mexico. Our content is about how to adapt to and live in Mexico without disrupting everything around you for the people who are here.
To become part of the fabric,
Yes.
Not trying to dye the fabric a different color.
Exactly. So that's our mission. Our mission with Mextranjero is to promote responsible immigration and cultural awareness. And if it's a channel that is walking a thin line on either of those things, we really do not want to have them there because they don't.
She's being nice.
I know. I am being nice, and we're not going to say anything.
I'm not saying. All I'm going to say is, I have vetoed.
We do have.
We have some that
A couple, that don't get to come.
We have, Gene and I had one that we went under no circumstances, and KJ and Craig had one that they encountered putting together this year's, and they went, "Oh hell no!"
Right, right.
So
right, we have standards, guys. We have standards. So as long as that person can fall into those two really easy categories, we absolutely would love to have them there.
Yep.
And I think they're very easy to follow.
Yep.
We are in Nixa or Nika.
Damn, that's like trying to say something in Mexican.
I'm gonna go Nixa, near Springfield. You know where that is? Nixa,
I know where Springfield is.
Okay. Very good. Okay, yes. Bess is like More Life Diaries. He's from Montreal, and I believe she is from the US. Interesting couple. Well, you guys are so well versed on some of these channels. I'm guilty. I hang my head in shame. I never have time to watch a lot of channels. And every now and then I'll catch something. Usually it's something like Penny the Talking Cat because it's a quick short. I don't get to watch a lot of these channels, and I've fallen out of touch with some of them. So I need to look some of these up. It's been a while. Mama Sue told Lisa and I the same. Go live our best life, and she would tag along if she can. We love Mama Sue.
Oh.
She's a gem.
She is the mayor of Mextranjero. I mean, I'm sorry.
The first lady of Mextranjero.
She is the star of Mextranjero.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
Everybody loves to see Mama Sue.
Yes. I didn't know. Yeah, he took his videos down. He was active on Instagram. I will look there then. I wasn't aware of his Instagram, but yeah, I went over one day and I was like, hey, Sean, where's all your videos? I thought he completely vanished. His account's still there. And he did write me back. He emailed me back and said that he wouldn't be able to attend this last year. And he didn't go into the details. But I recall there was a video or at least a post of, and he was in a suit and something about job market. So I'm sure that that's what's taken his time right now. It is 8:08 here. The winds are blown. Gillette, Wyoming. Man, I miss Querétaro, but where am I going to make $27.13 an hour in Zakia? Oh man.
Got news for you, brother. When you get home, we are going to party.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Whoa, I see this coming up twice. Jose Ortega is a good option from extranjero. He lives in Merida. We don't know him personally, but we do know that he has done some damage in some of the information that he has shared. Maybe it was a mistake and he didn't own up to it, but he definitely provided some bad advice, and we're not going to go into it. We do know that Ernie Baca reached out to him and he basically blocked Ernie Baca. So he didn't want to fix what was wrong. And
Ernie had to do a rebuttal video, and we will. If you want to know what's going on, go to Retired Life Mexico No Bull on his rebuttal to Jose Ortega, and Ernie pretty much says it all.
Yeah, we're not really going to go into it, but it's one of these things that it was very bad information, and it was really irresponsible is probably the word. Otherwise, we don't really watch his channel and we don't really know him. And when we were in Merida, we did not meet him. So I don't know. More reason you can ask him face to face. I love that everyone has a different perspective on things regardless. I don't necessarily agree with them, but what the heck. And we love Mama Sue. This is true. Everybody loves Mama Sue.
Oh.
This is absolutely true. Look, there we go. Again, she is the first lady.
I mean, she is by far, the hit. I mean, when we did the kickoff live, Mama Sue gets on there and steals the show. I mean, just that because she's Mama Sue. And that's just, it was great. It was such a blast watching her just go boom, and telling her stories, and yeah, that's what this is all about. And that's the best part of it all. That kickoff live, we had no clue what to expect. I mean, we started out with the two of us and Wayne, because KJ and Craig were late, and then all of a sudden, they couldn't find where we were because, well, Hotel Donza del Sol is big. It's big, and it's spread out, and they were like, "Where are you guys?" On the other side of the pool. So, and then we got them, and then then the Besses in Mexico came with Mama Sue, and Mama Sue took center stage, and there we go. And so, this year we're hoping that we'll get even more channels participate in the kickoff live, because it was a lot of fun, and that made it really a lot of interesting perspective as to what people were expecting from the different channels. And I know Wayne had never done a live before, so it was, he was like, oh yeah, he was curious about the setup and the equipment and the software and everything else. And so that's another thing that's really cool about Extranjero, is that the creators can come together and learn off of each other. And then of course there's the collaboration videos, which is always really good because you're crossing audiences, which may, gain you more subscribers and help your channel grow. But the ultimate thing about Extranjero is the meet and greet with subscribers. That's the main event. Oh, in my opinion, absolutely. That's what makes the whole thing special. Getting together with the other channels, we love that as well. I mean, because we have a blast together. Everybody gets along. We laugh. We have fun with each other and everything else. Pick on each other, and then all of a sudden we get together with all of you as subscribers, and that's totally the icing on the cake.
Okay. So, yes, we could sing. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llore. No?
We could.
Yeah. Actually, I actually got to sing some of that on my very first El Grito, which was in Merida. Yeah. Sean is missing from Instagram. Only his wife is there. Shoot. You know what? I might email him again and just,
Well,
just to shoot the breeze.
I know that one of our things is when we ever TV.
Yep.
We're gonna shoot up to San Pancho and spend some time, hopefully, because some of his videos were hilarious. I mean, and he had such a weird take on things.
Can I share the best video ever? The best video ever.
Not the hurricane preparedness.
Yes, he was getting ready for a hurricane preparedness, and he was trying to start a compressor or something, a generator, and he's pulling on the cord, and every time he does that, he jumps up a little, and he's wearing board shorts, very loose ones, and no underwear. And so every time he pulled on the cord, he'd jump up, and you got to see a little surprise. And we're trying to tell him in the comments without being obvious. Yeah, it was so funny. Some of the things we were saying, we were like, wow, you're really putting the balls to the wall there. Or, I don't even remember what all we were saying. And because he was preparing for a hurricane, obviously he wasn't going back and looking at this stuff in detail. He's getting things ready around the house and the yard and everything else. Right. And then when he comes back and he saw the comments, he ended up blurring it out. and we were like, we recommend that you wear longer shorts next time.
Maybe not put so much gusto into each pull, because you're just,
Oh, God, it was too funny. So funny. Oh, here we go. Tom. Arlene, why you're the only one that gets my stupid shit? And Jose Ortega is a POS pothead scammer. We don't know him, but we do know that he does and has provided
bad information
to people. And this group is, again, responsible immigration and respecting the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, for sure. Oh my God.
That would be DeVito. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
We don't really want to talk bad about other people. Again, we do not know the man personally. We do not know him, but we do know that the information at times has been bad, and that is not responsible immigration. So it violates the primary directive.
Well, I mean, the one thing that Mexican Hero was started all about was an opportunity to get together with all of y'all. That was I mean,
the goal.
And the whole reason that it was held when it was held was because Stephanie was we held it in SMA, and she was like, oh, I'm leaving on February something. And so we were like, okay, let's do it the last week of January.
Yeah.
okay,
Boom.
and so it started from there. Of course, Annie, Vet, and Arlene were like, yeah, we're in. Tom was like, I'll be there. And next thing you know, this thing sort of took a life of its own. And, the Besses came and KJ and Craig came and Karen Sita and,
I mean, as things grow, they evolve and they become more structured.
Mark and Paulette came.
So KJ and Craig, being used to doing big event planning,
they took our skeleton and they put a body on it.
They did. So as things start out as little primordial, little primordial creatures, and then they grow into a larger beast, there has to be some structure. And we know that the event is going to continue to grow each year. At least that's what we hope. But that's what we're seeing. That's the projection right now. And as it grows, there has to be some structure. And so we agreed that this was our mission. We want responsible immigration and respecting the culture.
And quite honestly, we needed some structure because Gina and I never left the Airbnb. The first year.
We never even got to go into San Miguel.
There was somebody always at the house.
Yeah.
And it was, we never got a chance to go out to eat. We never, and we're not complaining because we had a blast. We had a blast, but we had planned, go to Moma's and get a steak or down to the Italian place and get some chicken parm because,
a good chicken parm.
Oh, good chicken parm. but it never came to be. And this was all because of the fact that we had no structure. It was basically, okay.
It was a free for all.
We put together a schedule, but the schedule just sort of morphed into, and suddenly next thing you know, it's 10:30 at night and we still got people hanging out, laughing, having fun. We're not kicking people out. No. That's not what this is about. This whole thing is about getting together, getting to meet each other, know each other, become friends with each other. Mm-hmm. And so, KJ and Craig took it and they put some structure to it and everything else that was needed. Now it's on Mark and Paulette and Jeff and Sherry to take it and put their vision to it and go, you know what? We see it as somewhere in between the two, maybe closer to this or closer to that. It's up to them, yep. And we're not going to change what we do. Because for us, the dinner, that's all about getting to spend time with you guys.
Yay!
And that's why we did it this year, is because it was like, you know what? We want time. Well, A, we want to go back to Bruno's. But B, we wanted to be able to spend time with all of you. And then suddenly, next thing you know, we got 18 people showing up for dinner. And, it was great. This year, yeah.
That's a peach. Babe.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how many Kabuki can handle. But, I tell you what, they're udon noodles?
Udon.
Oh.
They're udon. Oh my God, is so good.
Oh.
For sure. All right. It is 8:28. Oh, wait, we got a few here. Got a few more. I'm going to pull this up. Another great hang. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm skipping over what you said. Another great hang with my pals. Thank you, Suzanne. And invite Douglas y Esperanza for the next Mextranjero 2. They are entrepreneurs here in Mexico. All right. And Gina, I agree. Mextranjero will just grow and grow and grow every year, which is a wonderful thing. But again, you guys started it. Thanks. Hey, it was just hanging out with friends.
It was an opportunity to get together with friends. And that's where this whole thing started. And the beauty of it is, as it grows every year, we grow the number of friends. And that
Yep.
makes it so much better.
And there'll probably be growing pains, and maybe down the road someday, maybe those mission statement type ideals might get massaged. But I think right now we want to stick with that. We do want to stick with creators who are definitely about not exploiting
Okay.
Mexico.
What she's trying to say is, if you're going to clickbait, you're not going to get invited. If you're here to do a benefit to the people who want to move to Mexico or the people that are already here, if you want to help them and you want to be honest about it, you're good to go. If you're trying to scam them or trying to get clickbaits off of posting bad information, you're not going to get invited. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
So far, there's only been 2 people that have been vetoed. So as far as I know.
I don't even know the other one.
Yes, you do. KJ and Craig told you.
I know, but I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know them either. But
I mean,
all right, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Yes. Thank you, Annie. We love you all very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This literally is just one of those things where there was no major topic and we just go where the conversation
I got
leads.
a feeling the next one will have a topic, but
the next one in 2 weeks is going to have a big old topic.
Yeah,
we're not there yet.
I got a feeling. So
yeah. All right. We're going to call it a night. Thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Stephanie, thank you. I'm going to hit this end stream button.
See you in 2.
See you in 2 weeks. Adios.
Adios.
Hasta la próxima.